check. This guy's a doctor.
I think
and there's 250,000.
That's a really good time, actually.
Did you know there's 206 bones in your body that I suppose we could break
That's
at
great.
any time, but
Welcome
they
back,
are just
everybody.
figments of your imagination. So if they do happen to get broken,
I think there's
it would be
I
you
think
doing
there's
it
some volume now.
to yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BBC.
Might not have had audio for the whole thing.
Big black
Might not have had
woman.
audio for the whole thing.
The whole
The
thing.
big beautiful rat. But Tywin, correct.
No.
Well, right now we have audio.
Yeah, because I fixed it.
Do you want me to go back and look at the rest of it?
I think I was just looking at it. I don't think we had audio for the whole thing.
Oh.
Oh well. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Hello, everyone, and welcome for the first time to Tywin's Rat Pack. So essentially, we streamed an hour and a half or so, almost 2 hours, of this stream, and we didn't have audio. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a summary, and I'm going to recap what happened in time for us to be able to catch the back half of this one shot. So we still have, the main meat of the one shot still to come. So the Tywin Rat Pack one shot. This one shot takes place in the year, let me get back to the top of my notes, 627 PSC, Post-Shard Collision. It takes place at a Paloran church. This is Tywin and Carmen's wedding. There are guests all around, some that we recognize, some that we don't. Most, if not all, of the Wandering Stars are present, and we also see Sigmund and Sasha, the Wandering Stars crew, many other people around. As a description of the church, since this will be what we're seeing for a lot of this one shot, we can see that it's a large hall decorated with hundreds of flowers, majorly roses, lining the walls, and flower petals decorating the pristine carpet. There are doves in a cage prepared for the end of the ceremony. There's a table full of finger foods with a gap in the middle where the wedding cake will be. At the top of the back wall, there's a crossbow and a set of 2 axes pinned up side by side. Now, the wedding is not what we're focusing on. We pan up into the vents, where we see a group of rats that are sitting around in a sort of AA meeting of speaking about their experiences with Tywin. At this point, we went around and got introduced to all of the characters that our players will be playing here today. So I'm going to go around and give just a quick description summary and personality summary and the name of your character.
So I'm playing Rodrigo Ratterson, who is a very bog standard rat. Absolutely nothing significant about the rat himself. It's about what he wears, and he's wearing essentially a rat-sized version of Tywin's outfit, down to a bandage that is purely cosmetic, no mental, no symbolism, no injury, purely just to imitate Tywin, as well as a crossbow made of toothpicks with toothpick crossbow bolts named Nixon. Which, for anyone who hasn't actually seen the campaign, Tywin has a crossbow called Kennedy, so everyone called Nixon, and a cocktail sword where the little plastic blade has been snapped off and replaced with razor blades that have been bent or molded. Essentially, sharp plastics have been molded into a blade.
Wonderful, thank you.
Daniel is he's definitely not a rat. That's for sure. He's more of a beaver. He's a big fan of ice hockey. He's just having a good time, damming up every single sewer pipe he can see. Cause goddamn, he hates running water. Tell you what.
Do I hear a tap on?
It's driving me insane.
Oh, hi, my name is Brayware. I'm quite a young rat, and I like stealing things by trade. I'm fairly chubby because I'm growing into my body, and I have a shirt that's got a real big, little pouch in the back that looks pretty filled up. I have a little sling that I made from, a tree branch and a rubber band. That's the word I couldn't remember the first time I explained this character. And I have, a little ice cream stick that I've turned into a charcuterie board because I really like cheese, and my charcuterie board's a second to none. So I'm just here having a gander of time. Really, I'm exploring and learning a lot about myself.
Before you see a rat made of brass and tiny little beady aether eyes, various scratching and clicking and clattering as the internal mechanisms control this rat. The name's a bit of a mouthful, but abbreviates to Squeak, studious, querying, and unfathomably enigmatic assistant of knowledge. And he's a rat. He wields a little Ritz cracker shield and a whip made of Tywin's hair.
Very nice.
Missed that part the first time around.
Yeah, I remember. I was interesting. Hello. As you can see, I'm a rat as well. But I'm also something of an entertainer by trade. My name's Dr. Goofy. As you can see, I'm a doctor, but also a clown, because I believe that laughter is the best medicine. Things aren't always easy, but at least I can be here to put a smile on these good folks' faces when things get rough.
Very nice. So those are our player rats, and after that, they overheard Tywin speaking to Best Tree Tealy about being nervous about the wedding and afraid that he's going to fuck it up, and just wanting it to be a special day for Carmen, his wife-to-be. At this point, one of the rats, Toby, spoke up and said, "We should help out Tywin. That's what we're there for. We're his actual friends. We should help him even if he doesn't ask for our help. Something could happen at the wedding." At this point, they notice during the wedding, Sasha, who had put the ring box down to help a little girl who fell over, picks up the ring box again, finds that the rings are missing, freaks out. So the rats split up. All of our player rats go towards Sasha, talk to her. When they do, Sasha informs them that she is the ring bearer and she has somehow lost the ring. Perhaps it was taken because she put the box down, and only Carmen's ring out of the box is now missing. So she talked to the rats and said if you could get it back before the ring exchange part of the ceremony, which is towards the end, then no harm done. At the same time, don't let Tywin or Carmen know, because they are both already panicking enough about this wedding, and she doesn't want to make them deal with anything more. So the rats went off. They went into the church for a bit. They got hit by some rolled up pamphlets. Then proceeded to go back to the vents, where they found out more information about the layout, hearing about how there's yelling in the kitchen, hearing about how there is a sweaty man down at Carmen's side that is freaking out about something. The rats split up. Half of them went down to talk to this sweaty elven man. They calmed his emotions, talked to him, found out that apparently he enjoys fawning over Carmen, and he wanted to be the one to be with her, so he was going to object during the wedding. Seemingly, though, was not the person who stole the ring. At the other side, the rats have entered the kitchen to find out what's going on there. Now, I'm going to do the introduction to the kitchen again. And I've instructed my players not to take notes for this section, since they already took their notes. So you guys enter
You can
this
think of this as a quick
kitchen.
time event.
At least you get to hear it one more time. You're lucky. You're lucky you get one more go at this.
Yep.
You arrive in the kitchen. It's a quite small but area containing many different cupboards with ingredients almost spilling out. There are currently 2 people in the kitchen. One is a halfling who looks to be still a teenager, acne on his face with quite fluffy, scattered brown hair, and he wears an apron that's absolutely caked with ingredients. Standing above him is a Goliath with faint green skin, bald with a thin mustache. He's bulky, 7 feet tall, and between the two of them, there is a 6-layer wedding cake that's smeared across the ground. The Goliath looks down to the kid and goes, "You imbecile! How could you ruin the client's cake on the day of the wedding? That is 6 layers, 6 fucking layers, and they are now scattered across the ground. Are you proud of yourself?" I'm sorry, boss. My hands were covered in butter. And no! You be quiet! I have to get out of here. You are to be the one to explain it to Mr. and Mrs. Lexton, and you better pray that your back is resistant to crossbow bolts and axe wounds. Boss, I can just make a new cake. Oh, you can make a new cake, can you? Oh, a 6-layer cake. If it were me, yes, I could make it quickly. Of course, I could preheat the oven to 264 degrees. Of course, I could insert 3 2/3 cups of water to do cake flour into the bowl. I certainly could crack 5 West End and Savaroni and chicken rat eggs into the bowl too. Of course, only putting 3 of those eggshells in and no more. There is no doubt in my mind that 6½ sticks of long stick top of sticky butter go in next, and then I stir with the only mixer that does it correctly, the Hanetta Chassis Super Mix, and if only that were it. But I am hired for a reason, and my cakes are successful, because after that, it is tailored to the client. I've lost my place. So of course, you insert 1 strand of the bride's hair into the oven with the batch. Do you want to go ask her for her hair again, without letting her know that you ruined her cake? Or do you want to be the one pressing the turbo cook button on the oven, which speeds up the process of the cake? Of course, that job could only be me too, since the button gets stuck. Only I know that you have to press into it with enough force to push down the top button, but not too much force, just to get it stuck pressed down, because that will burn the cake. Can you do that, you sniveling worm? Yes, sir. Oh, brilliant! Well, here is the recipe. Go nuts! He hands Markon the recipe and he leaves. Markon looks down at the paper and he goes, "Okay, first the oven." And he walks towards the oven and his foot immediately slips on the cake. He slides across the floor and hits his head on the oven, falling to the ground. His eyes gloss over and he's unconscious. So, our 2 rats, one of you had scurried down the wall and the other had parachuted down onto the stove handle, and you had preheated the oven to 264 degrees. So, you wanted to look for cake flour. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you go towards several of the cupboards. I'm gonna say make me a survival check, and this is just about how fast you can find
Oh, that's
the
great.
ingredients.
I'm pretty good at surviving and stuff. That's real good. I got a 15.
15. Okay, good. So you can find it pretty quickly. You recognize some of the letters, and you get.
This one
to
doesn't smell
them.
like cake flour.
So you open up the thing, and there are 4 different types of flour that seem to fit the description. There's what can we do cake flour. There's to do a lot cake flour. There's if you want to cake flour, and there's what to do cake flour.
I think it's wanted to do cake flour because it sounded like water to flour when I was listening to it. So that sounds so close to my description.
And I'll
Okay.
just grab that, and now I have to try and find a bowl to put 3 2/3 of a cup of this kind of cake flour into wherever we're mixing this thing. So
Is there a mop bucket?
Have a look for the mixer.
The mixer, as in the machine mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. So make me a survival check, and we'll see how fast you can look for that.
Oh yeah, that's super good. That's
That's
a
real great.
unnatural one.
A 1, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's taking you a while. What are you doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna start transferring 3 2/3 of a cup of this cake flour into a mixing bowl, and then I'm gonna go look for the really important West End and something else chicken and rat eggs that we
So
gotta
you're looking
incorporate
in the egg section?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you open up the egg section and you see so many eggs, like just so many different combinations of eggs. Now it's sorted into every combination of north, east, south, and west twice. So you can go north, northern, you can go west, southern, etc. And then there's also the different animals. So there's sewer rat, there's sewer bat, there's chicken bone, there's chicken bat, there's sewer chicken, chicken rat, sticky chicken,
Chicken
sticky
rat.
rat,
It
and
was-
rat pack.
It was definitely chicken rat.
Okay.
I know definitely it was chicken rat, but I think it was south. I thought it was southwest. Because definitely there was a west, and I think there was a south. So I'm gonna go southwest chicken
You go
rat.
southwest.
Southwest chicken rat.
Okay. You get southwest chicken rat eggs.
I need 5 of them, but I need to add 3 eggshells. But is it 3 eggshells is in halves is 1, or is it the whole eggshell is 1? Oh, you're doing a lot. You're doing good over
I'm
there.
like trudging through, like I've just kept the
working out.
parachute on, but it's just like slowing me down
Dragging it
again. Why is this so slow?
You gotta think about it like ice skating. You're doing a lot of walking and not a lot of skating.
as I start cracking 5 of these chicken rat eggs, and then just like
I think I'm gonna go with the whole eggshells.
and I'm gonna put 3 whole eggshells along with the 5 cracked.
So we just crack
Eggs?
2 and then huck
And now I
full
need to
eggs in.
go.
Now I need to go look for some butter. Cause that's I think the last ingredient we need before we can mix it.
Okay. You find the butter. It's it takes you. Make me a strength check to see how long it takes you to open the fridge.
Oh dear.
You can do it. It's just about time at this point because the wedding is still happening in the background.
That's a
pretty good.
10.
A 10.
I got a minus
okay.
3 in my strength.
It takes you a few minutes to get the thing open. So you see, there's 4 different possible things it
Oh
could be.
man.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever written in my
This
life.
is the greatest thing I've ever done as a character.
So you've got 2 tubs of sticky tubey tub butter. There's long stick tubs of sticky tube butter. There's butter on sticks tubs of sticky long tubes, and there's long tubs of sticky butter tubes.
One of the first 2.
Can you repeat the second one for me, please?
The second one is long stick tubs of sticky tube butter.
I think it was that one.
Okay.
I need 6.5 sticks of long, chew, sticky, tub stick butter.
Okay. So you get 6.5 sticks with the second one.
Yes, please,
Okay.
sir.
and you put it into the bowl as well?
Yes, please, sir.
Very well. Okay. I would say because of the time it took to open the fridge, at this point you could have found the mixes. There are 4 of them.
Okay.
So there's Mora Chapi, there's Hanera Shasi, there's Shira Shasi, and there's Montera Shari.
Fuck.
I know it, but am I allowed to contribute?
No, you're not here.
Oh, good.
I know, but I'm allowed to go through.
I think it's either 3 or
Yeah, that's
4.
We both like focused on the turbo cooker part.
I know.
The cook was really important, and the strand of hair is the most important part.
What were the 4 options?
There's Mora Chapi, Hanera Shasi,
not-
Shira Shasi, and Montera Chari.
Don't think it's the first 2.
I think it's 3 or 4.
You have to say it.
I gotta say it with my chest, but I'm also not making the choice. It's you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, you're the
I'm
one- yeah.
opening the fridge and getting butter.
Correct. That it's you.
I'm
just-
giving you as
it's-
much. I didn't write down the actual name.
I think it's 3.
If you want
I'm
to go
really
for
glad I
3,
didn't come to this bit.
Huh?
if you want to go for 3, I'll go for it.
All right.
I believe in you. Say it with your chest.
3.
3? Okay, so Shira Shasi? Okay. So you grab that mixer, and you take the bowl, and you're gonna mix it together?
Maybe we should do
Right.
like a test batch.
Yeah.
Just do a little batch
Okay.
and see how that goes.
Okay.
No question. Is there enough to run another batch if it fails?
You have to go and find
You'd-
the second lot of ingredients.
Well,
And you'd have
so
to get them
you'd be... There might be enough ingredients. The big
Time.
thing here is time.
Yeah.
You're hearing organs are starting to play. The wedding is kicking into gear
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, I hope the others are looking for the ring because I feel like we're gonna be here for a little while. Do you just want to commit?
Yeah.
We're gonna commit
Okay.
to the bit.
Alright.
Full send.
Okay.
Well, you stay here and make sure that's mixing and stuff. I'm gonna go get a strand of hair. I believe in you, sir. And I'll.
Okay, you scurry off towards, I imagine the dressing room.
That's where I'm going. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And during that time, you are mixing.
Yeah.
All right, make me, let's say, sleight of hand check.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe I should have been there to do that.
Mhm. Oh yeah, this
I
die
definitely
rolls
should've
like
been-
garbage.
I definitely should have been there for that.
I mean, it's better than my survival.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, it's
I
gonna
rolled one
take a
higher.
while. It's gonna take a while. So while that's happening,
Fine,
you're
that's
going
fine.
towards there. We're gonna cut back to these 3. So you 2, the elven man has just run off. You start to see like Tywin is now walked down, not down the aisle as in officially started the wedding or anything, but he's just like walked to the front of the room. He's still like quietly talking with Teely, and still looks a little bit panicked. But people are starting to take their seats at this point.
The wedding is starting. Still haven't got any idea of where it could
We
be.
have to come to a ring right now, don't we? Can
The,
we?
ri- the
can
ring
we-
exchange is at the end of the wedding.
It's awfully. That's not very long though.
Yeah, weddings aren't super long, so you don't have
I
crazy.
suppose we should go and find that little girl that was messing with the box. That was the one that we saw from up on high. If I'm not wrong, though, that's on the bride's side. And you know what they say about the mother of the bride?
What did they say?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been married.
Fair enough. Well,
Can I locate Sasha in the crowd?
Yeah, pretty easily. She's towards the front, or she's basically
She's
at the
surrounded by
front.
people.
No, people are sitting down now, so
Okay. So like if I walked up to her, she's not like out in the open, right?
she's on the edge. So you
Yeah.
could probably you'd have to make a stealth check, but you could probably sneak by not too
I'll
difficult.
go with a crack.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20.
Nice, easily enough. So you sort of scurry along. As people like walk by, you use people's like feet as cover to continuously move by, and you get under some of the pews, and you stick your head out. And she's pretty perceptive, so she looks down, and goes, "Hey, did you find anything?"
Does the sapphire, or the metal that it's embedded in, have any sort of arcane properties?
I was going to say, if it's made by Solomon, it would.
It isn't made by Solomon. The ring was.
He would absolutely enchant Tywin's rings.
Then the ring probably was. So, I think so. Solomon tends to do that.
This is good information. And I just walk away.
Fuck. Why would I trust those idiots?
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Mm-hmm.
In a church.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
With the wandering stars there.
Yes. Well, that's what I was about to say. So there's a blinding light from all sides. So what you notice is obviously heavily at the front of Tywin's section this huge unearthly glow of all different types of magic coming off like seemingly equipment concealed under their clothing and such. Both
The
the
Avengers at a wedding.
both the double axes and the crossbow light up. Several different guests, especially the more like well-off, more luxurious of guests. Their different parts of their jewelry and attire seem to light up. There is make me a perception check with disadvantage because the wandering stars are here.
Yep.
May I give them a bardic inspiration?
You may.
I was going to say, can I look for a moving signature in that Detect Magic? And with like investigation.
Everyone's still moving.
Yes.
Are they still moving? Okay.
The people are moving less, so the DC is lowered to find that specific thing, but still roll with disadvantage.
And a D6 bardic.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That would be 15.
You see, there is one main source that it does seem to be moving, but it's not a ring. It's an earring of the Maid of Honor. The Maid of Honor you see is a. Let me just make sure I have my notes right here. Those are the wrong notes. The Maid of Honor is a tiefling woman. She has this light purple skin and shoulder length black hair. She's got piercing yellow eyes and is wearing like an over the shoulder dress that looks actually more like thin robes that have been restyled into a dress. She's wearing this this ruby earring that seems to be glowing very faintly. And with a 15, I would say you can also.
Do you need me to change the battery?
You can also see, sort of like stuck into one of her robes, like into like a belt loop kind of thing around it. You do see what looks like the side of a ring. You can't see if the sapphire is on it because that part is like rotated into the belt, and it isn't glowing magically, but you do see that is stuck in there. She's headed now towards the dressing room.
The dressing room.
Because the wedding's about to start, she's going back there.
Okay.
Maybe
Forgive
more.
me. Is the earring like a loop or a stud or what?
It's sort of like it's a like, I don't know the terminology of women, but
That's a fact.
I said all of this is canon. It's a thing that it like dangles down.
Yeah, so like a dangle earring.
Yeah, and then the ruby's like at the bottom.
This is pretty. Like a teardrop almost.
Yeah.
Is she wearing a particularly... Sorry, I only half heard the dress
That's
description.
fine.
Red robes.
I understand that.
Is she wearing something that's like baggy or puffy or...
No, it's pretty tight fitting.
Okay.
It is the robes are made to be baggy, but she's brought it in a lot.
Okay. Can I kind of use And is there like a train behind her? Like, is there like some sort of like fabric dangling behind?
No, there isn't. It goes to about her knees and stops there.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's cute. That's cute. Yeah.
Oh, good. Apparently, I do know fashion.
Yeah, you should be a stylist. Oh my God.
I
Is
just
there,
make up shit, and then you guys can imagine things that look great.
can I follow her to get to a vantage point such that I can see whether the ring is matched on her thing matches the description?
You might run into me a little soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Before you go, I just wanted to let you know I've invented a new word. It's plagiarism. I'll give you a body inspiration.
That's awesome.
Noted.
I've seen a lot of comedian characters be played. I've never laughed this much at the jokes that the comedian characters have done.
Hey, if you don't find it there, you can always look on the bride side.
This guy's good.
So you start making your way towards the dressing room. You're on your way there. You're mixing. What are the two of you doing?
I would like to actually do a little bit of eavesdropping on the little girl.
Okay.
So I'd like to sneak and have a listen at the little girl and see if she like says anything that sounds sus.
Okay, make me a stealth roll.
Damn. That's a 22.
Very nice. Okay, so you were hidden among the crowds.
rolls again.
It's a little bit easier now with like a lot of the crowds
Sitting
more.
down.
Yeah, sitting down
got on the chairs.
and like looking towards the front as well instead of just looking at all directions. As you come closer, she's sort of in the second row-ish, and sitting next to her mother. She's sort of like a human girl, a little bit darker skin, got these curls, and sitting next to her mother who looks just like her but older, like they're clearly related. And the mother is just like holding her hand. She's sitting on the chair and she's just swinging her legs back and forth. And as you get close, you can just hear her go, "Mommy, when's the thing gonna start?" And the mother goes, "I think it's gonna start very soon, and the pretty lady is gonna walk down there, and she's gonna come to the front." And the little girl looks up and goes, "Do you think I'm gonna get married one day?" And then the mother goes, "Of course I do, and you can get married to whoever you want." And the little girl goes, "That's good. There's this girl in my class who she gave me a pencil, and I think I want to get married to her." And the mother goes, "Well, that's very good. Your father has given me many pencils in our time together, so I think that's a good starting point." And that's the extent of what you hear. They kind of go back and forth like that for a while. They're just killing time.
Yeah. Rodrigo is just like, and in his head he's like, maybe someday I might be like Tywin, just have a daughter of my own. But if seems like there's like nothing to it, I'm going to. I kind of want to just like, I don't know, what am I gonna do? I want to look around.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, with the elf gone, and Squeak is looking at the lady, the maid of honor.
Yeah.
He thinks to himself, he goes, "What would Tywin do? What would Tywin do? What does Tywin do in times like this?"
Assassinate someone.
And I think, well,
You're gonna kill the president of America.
I might get more info from the rats. I'm gonna go and look for more information from the rats.
Okay. From these rats or the rats that you met at the start, or different rats?
The rats at the start.
Okay, cool. So you can start heading towards events. Anything particular you're doing, Doctor?
Dr. Goofy, sir.
Well, thank you for using my formal title. It's good to get some recognition around here. You wouldn't believe how many people don't take me seriously. Well, I suppose if we're trying to get this little girl away from the crowd, and she's not exactly being cooperative, we need to get her a reason to leave the venue. I suspect that's something I can provide. Can I try and I just check this stupid spell? I try and sidle up. I gotta get relatively close to her in the side of the venue. So like, these are like 30 feet. She's on the bride's side, groom's side, right?
She's on the bright side, yeah.
This one here, so
In the second pew.
second pew. So I've got to get up to. Can I just follow along the wall here, acting like a nondescript rat in a church?
Yeah.
Jesus, we're giving Taylor such a bad name. Thank God I'm not playing Solomon. And
I feel like I'm supposed to eat this differently.
I'll
I'm
just
eating it whole.
whisper out to her in rat speak. I don't think she can understand me, but that's not really what's important, because, as I said, humor is the universal language. So I'll just ask her, I used to work at a circus, you know, as an entertainer. Unfortunately, I lost my job there when there was a terrible accident. One of the entertainers was a fire breather. And one night, he became a little bit too ambitious and projected a ball of fire so big it lit up the audience's eyes and the roof of the circus tent. 6 of my companions perished that night, and another 4 suffered life-changing burns. I have to say, for a circus, it was pretty intense. And I'll cast Tasha's hideous laughter on her to try and get her mother to smuggle her out.
Goodness
You
gracious.
can't be
Great
loud right
balls of
now.
fire.
You can
Does-
see it starting.
Does Tasha's Hideous Laughter have any things that say they have to
Doesn't say
understand you
anything.
or anything?
It'd be better than if I cast it blindness in deafness on her.
Not that I can tell. It just has to succeed in a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Or fall prone and become incapacitated, and you are under her chair.
What's the?
Can
Well,
I
I
actually-
actually rolled a 12.
Okay, so my DC is. I can find my spells. My DC is a 15.
Oh my god!
So she now finds everything in this venue hilarious.
She goes. And the mother like smiles and looks at her and goes, "What's so funny?" And she just and just pointing like at the front, just like at the empty like where no one is. And then she points at Tywin and just. And the mother's like, calm down, and like is trying to like quiet her down. She falls off the pew and is like on the ground.
And
You
she
just
does
see it like.
Can I whisper to you, who's under her chair? I think if ever there was a time to be prudent about it, now would be a good one to search her for the ring. And you know what they say about the delivery of a good joke in comedy? Do you know what the most important aspect of
I'm gonna have
delivery
to do
is
another
for?
save for her if you keep talking.
Do you know what the most important aspect of delivery for a joke is? Timing. It's timing.
Oh, you're so goofy, Dr. Goofy. I can't believe it.
You're opening.
Okay, so are you doing anything now that she's on the ground
I'm
next
like,
to you?
I think to myself, what's the terrain Tywin is special at?
Cities.
Oh.
But this would be your
Isn't it
city.
like uncomfortable terrain or something?
England.
Uncomfortable terrain.
I love uncomfortable terrain.
Now I
Range
can't
of
think what it's
Not
actually
difficult
called.
Cities
terrain.
with not churches.
Uncomfortable terrain.
Difficult terrain, just like Tywin, and I'm gonna go search her.
Okay, cool. Make me a
Difficult
investigation
terrain,
check.
women.
You still have bardic
Here we go.
I cast blindness deafness on her. That is
Jesse.
a 4. That is a 6.
You have,
You-
don't you have?
You have my D6 from bardic
Oh,
inspiration.
D6. Make that a 6. So that's a 6. Make that a 9.
Woo!
Nice.
10 was the DC.
No!
So you like climb into one of her pockets and you're like you're scurrying around in there. You get some gum stuck in your fur because she just put chewed gum into her pocket.
Oh,
So it's just like now stuck all along the back like a mane you've got now. And you start to like try to scurry about. She's gonna see if she breaks out of the thing. 16, that's higher than your DC.
Higher than my DC.
So she like just and she like stands up, and as she does, you just like plummet further into the pocket, and she just like sits back down. So now you're just like in her pocket.
That's a good view, though.
Drat.
The rat equivalent of quicksand.
Drat. I'm stuck
The
in
more you struggle, the more you get stuck.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are doing that. You two are making your way to the dressing room now. So, as you get towards the dressing room, you like get into the vents above it, and you see in this dressing room.
Do we meet up, or are we still separate?
The two of you do see each other at this point. You scurry from different sides, but meet up at the center.
Greetings, fellow rat.
Hello, we're making a cake.
We are investigating a lead.
Yes, that's right, we're making a cake.
So you see the maid of honor enter the room, and she just immediately goes, "Man, things are loud out there." And she like goes to one of the cabinets and just like leans against it. Carmen is in here with her bridesmaids. There's the maid of honor, and then there seem to be 3 bridesmaids, and then there's Carmen herself. Carmen is a human woman, and she is both tall, standing at 5'6", and quite muscular, although this has started to diminish a bit in the later years since retirement. She has several battle scars, some on her face, some on her chest. Her skin looks quite weathered, like decades of the sun in the sun have given her like a dark tan. She's freckled with short, fuzzy black hair, like shorter than my hair, I would say, a little bit shorter than my hair, and fuzzy. And she's wearing a nice wedding dress that's not expensive or overly frilly, but still quite beautiful and fits her perfectly. She is sitting there just like tapping her fingers while like sitting in front of a mirror and just like looking at her friends in the mirror and just tapping her fingers. It's clear without even an inside check that she's very nervous about this entire thing. She's quite a hardened looking woman overall, but just like anything could make her snap at this point. And the bridesmaids are just like, "It's okay, don't worry. It's going to be fine. Trust me. I've been to like 2 dozen weddings. You can't be the worst one that I've been to. Like I've been to some really shitty fucking weddings, and this one, it's gonna be fine." And she's just like not saying anything and just like staring at herself in the mirror. Just got this like basically like a dead-eyed stare, and just like goes completely still as she's just watching herself in the mirror like she's looking at a complete stranger.
Wow.
So what are you guys gonna do?
They really seem to be made for one another. I think this is going to be a beautiful wedding.
And you see now, since you're more of a bird's eye view and are specifically looking at the ring, you do see there is a hint of blue on the ring. But again, it's not glowing with magic. You've still got to take magic up and it's not glowing.
What are you here to collect?
I believe that the maid of honor has stolen the ring.
Wow, that's crazy. Where is it exactly?
I believe it is, and I point to what I suspect to be the ring.
Honing, honing, honing. Ding, 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 ding. Ring spotted. I see. Well, I was only meant to be here to grab a strand of the bride's hair, but that's, I think, going to be a little bit tricky because she seems very on alert right now, and I think any movement that we make in there, we're going to get spotted. So I think we got to come up with a distraction. I'm sorry, that was a lot of words.
Look.
The crowd start to settle a little bit outside.
Well, what I can do.
And I pull out my sling, and I pop open one of like a pocket that comes from nowhere, and I pull out what appears to be like some ammo, but it's just got a real like weird smell to it.
I can fire this and see if I can. Does it look like the ring's really like snuggled onto that dress, or do you think I could like try and hit it and?
You could. It's not so tightly in there. It looks like if she jostled enough, it would fall out. So you could possibly hit it, but it's a small ring, so it'd be a kind of tough shot.
How good do you feel about being on the floor? You're a robot, so I don't think you would die real quick. I got really good hands. I can pick it up if you want me to go down on the ground, but
I am not opposed to any plan. Just tell me what you need me to do.
well, my thought process is I can try and make a distraction by shooting this bat shit at her dress. Exactly where the ring is, so that the ring falls down, but then she's also got dirt on her dress, which gives us a bit of time of distraction. And then we gotta pick up the ring, and then also I gotta grab a strand of her hair.
I believe any distraction may only put her on more alert.
No, we're talking about the bridesmaid.
I'm talking about the
Or
maid
bride.
of honor, because the maid of honor has the ring.
Very well.
And if I miss, don't worry, they can't catch me. I'm real good at hiding stuff. If I just misfire, it's okay.
This is a fact.
Alrighty, I'm gonna line up now, sir.
Okay.
Can I?
All right. Roll to hit.
Considered
You
hidden.
fight?
Sorry.
They considered hidden.
Yeah, I would say so. Roll with advantage, and she's not moving. She's just leaning against the cabinet. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Putting an advantage, but Jesus.
That's a 13, sir. But it's okay. It's a 13.
13.
Yeah.
It flies through the air, and it just like splatters against like her chest, creating like a stain, like a small black stain on her chest. The ring is like down here. It hits her here, and she just like instantly goes, "What the shit?" And she like looks
She
up.
can't see me because of my feet. It doesn't give away my position if
Good
I
to know.
misfire.
Very cool. So yeah, she just like looks around and goes,
Drat! So I just
What was
aimed
that?
a little bit too high. Do you think I should go again, sir?
Carmen, I think this roof is leaking. Don't come over here.
I
And she
concur.
like moves across the room,
I should shoot again, sir?
pulling out some tissues.
Affirmative.
I'm shooting again.
Okay. Slightly higher AC now because she's moving. So, well, actually, no, it's not slightly higher AC, but no advantage.
Yeah. That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Holy shit! So she starts to move across the room, and it's almost easier to hit the moving target. She's moving in a very predictable manner as she's moving across the. You wait until like you can see the way the light is hitting it.
Deep breath
You
in.
wait until it just sparkles in the light ever so slightly before you let go. It flies across and it strikes. Doesn't touch an inch of her dress, just strikes directly onto the metal itself, and that falls out from the bottom of it, and luckily it's carpeted floor, it doesn't make any sound at all, so it just
Finish the whole room
and
turning
falls
around and
to
be
the
like, why
ground
is
at
there a
their
wedding
feet
ring there?
as she continues walking, not noticing a thing, and picking up some tissues.
We gotta go, sir.
Yeah.
If you need me to make more of a distraction, I can jump onto that dressing table and I can cause a real menace.
I will give you a signal if or not the distraction is required.
I also need a strand of Carmen's hair, so I think I might have to do it anyway. But you just let me know.
I'll see if I can acquire that as well.
Okay.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
So we are like up in the rafters,
Yeah.
shooting from the rafters. I would just like to make my way over to the edge of the room and just use like a curtain to rappel down.
Mm-hmm. You can do that pretty easily. I would say just do a basic acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
That would be
Go athletics for real thing.
But it's not a very high DC at all because using
acrobatics. It will be a 10.
Yeah, that's enough. So yeah, you.
Athletics, that would have been a 2.
Jesus Christ. So you slide down the curtain, all the way to the floor.
I want to drink the broth.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
So you go all the way to the floor, and you can see like the ring is 15 feet away from you.
Is it now giving a magical aura?
No, doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
So are you gonna just go for it quickly, or are you gonna try to sneak over to it? You can still sneak quickly, but it'll be harder.
Okay.
Do you need a distraction, sir?
Sneak attack the bride's head.
Not at this point in time, I believe.
Okay, what are you doing?
I will grab a toothpick, which I'm using as a javelin,
Yep.
and I will huck it at the ring, hoping to knock it towards the edge of the room.
Okay. All right. So roll to hit.
Oh.
Natural one.
It goes across and sticks directly in the bridesmaid's foot.
Shit.
Oh. And she just goes, ah, fucking. And you don't have the feet that your friend has, right?
No.
Okay. So she looks down and goes, oh shit, there's a fucking... Before she can get out the R of rat, you feel fingers grip around you, like tightening around you, like there was almost a shadow of someone moving across the room really quick. And you are just like, have this tight grip around you as you're raised to Carmen's face. As she's like looking down at you, like her muscles are now bulging.
Still a strand of her hair
She's-
for me, sir.
She's got, like, her eyes are basically red with fury right now. And she just looks down at you and goes, did Tywin send you? No, don't give me that. Hey, I can fucking speak rat, so just say your words. Go on.
Greetings.
Is he looking through your eyes right now?
No.
He knows he's not supposed to see me in my wedding dress.
I
So I'll ask you
have
again.
sworn an oath. I am not lying.
Gonna basically inside. She looks at you and goes, so why are you here?
Well, a party that I cannot disclose information about has
That's a lemon in the kitchen. We need a strand of her hair.
put me to this task. I used to previously be affiliated with Sigmund, but Sigmund discarded me for his giraffe. Giraffes are an inferior creature to rats. This is a fact.
Sasha loves that giraffe.
Sasha does love that giraffe, but that doesn't mean that giraffes aren't inferior.
I can
She
feed.
tightens her grip a
I
little
can
bit more on
feed you
you.
lines if you want. We need a strand of hair for the
I
the
require
kitchen.
you to release me. I am not spying on you. I will make my exit once I have acquired what I need.
And what is it you need?
A strand of hair.
A strand of your hair.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Can I use this distraction to try and grab the ring from the ground?
You can. So make me a... Well, how are you getting down?
I'm gonna take.
The same route?
Drop.
I might have to, but I could die.
You could drop if you wanted.
I have to be real stealthy. I think.
17.
Well, the entire room is watching the bride throttling a mechanical rat.
If there is a way that I can make it around the room without being in the eyes of Carmen, that'd be a real great help.
Well, yeah, the stealth part is going to be easy.
Yeah.
Are you going down the same route, like, because you're in the rafters right now, are you going to the floor in the same route that
If that's gonna be the easiest way to keep myself covered, then
yeah,
yes.
probably. So make me first an acrobatics or athletics check. It's an easy one just to get down the curtain.
That's an 11 with acrobatics.
11's fine.
Okay.
And then you slide down. Now make me a stealth check with advantage because everyone is distracted by what's going on here.
You're supposed to be good at this.
Please be really good at this
Okay.
part. Okay, that's really good actually. That's gonna be a 22.
Good enough. So as you scamper around the sides and you see the ring and you just take your opportunity and like Speedy Gonzalez, you just go through and grab the ring and make it to the other side of the room. As that happens, you got a 17.
I have no reason to deceive you. I am an assistant of knowledge. I only state facts.
Well, it's true that you do look like one of Sigmund's little creatures. And luckily, Sigmund's a great guy.
He is.
I ain't giving you my hair, because I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do with it, but I won't kill you.
Nothing untoward. It is of the highest
Charlie,
importance.
open the door. And the tiefling goes over and pulls open the door.
Do you still
And she
Can
goes,
can I cast command?
you can. What's,
Do you still have detect
she's
magic
letting
up?
what kind of save is it?
If you
It's
have to,
huh?
Do you have detect magic up?
Yeah.
Is there anything magical in here? Now that there's like
Other than the earring,
There's the earring.
Because it's a different group of people, right?
Yeah, it is a different group of people. I don't believe there's anything else magical.
Command is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 6.
Okay, fail.
What is your command?
My
It's one word, right?
yeah, it is. Agree.
that's good shit.
He would have also read.
So she, like, right before you commanded her, had, like, reared back to shot put you out the door. And you use command. Agree echoes out. And she stops for a second and goes, fuck it, if it'll literally get you out of my hair. Hands you the thing. And then rolls you along the ground.
Pleasure
out the
doing
door.
business with you, Mom.
Sorry?
Pleasure doing business with you, Mom.
And as soon as you roll out the door, Charlie slides it closed. Does that happen a lot? Or, and that Charlie says, and then Karma just goes and sits down.
Kill something.
Fucking rats.
Just a rat scurry.
So you've got the ring. You're in the corner of the room. No one's noticed you.
I quietly sit it on my lap, and I pull out the jeweler's tools that I'm proficient with, and I start examining whether this is a sapphire.
Okay. I won't get you to roll because as soon as you look at it close up now, it is clear. This is blue rock candy. The ring is quite nicely made, but it is blue rock candy in the actual gem. And as you start inspecting it, it sort of crumbles as you're sort of pulling it out. There is something beneath the rock candy. There's a very small white feather.
Why would there be a feather? Well, I'll just keep this anyway. Maybe we should go check the doves.
And I'm gonna.
The cage of doves.
I have to try to get up. Can I try and get to the curtains?
Yeah, climbing up's going to be harder than climbing
Yeah.
down. But you can, because the door is closed. so
Because
you
yeah,
can't
as I said,
scurry
the
out
door's
door.
closed. Unless there was any holes in the walls, which I don't think there would be in
Make
a
it-
Paylor church.
I have established that there are holes in this church at the
Okay.
start, so I will give you a perception check to see.
It's an 8.
There are no holes in this room.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I try something to help?
Yeah? You can do something from out of the room?
Yeah, I can. I think. Let's see. So the door, I assume it just has a handle.
It's like a sliding door, and so the handle is like a
Okay.
thing you can just grip your fingers on.
Okay. Can I grab what looks like a tiny little screw, which I'm flavoring as a piton, and can I scamper up to the handle and hit the metal on metal to create a knocking noise,
Okay,
and then just move away?
sure. I'm gonna say, I'll just say a deception check. I'll say you can climb it with the piton.
That's a 15.
15, okay. So there's just this slight
No, just move away.
that they hear. And Charlie looks over and goes, anything you need?
Just see if I can knock
You
it
doing it again?
Yeah.
She goes, fucking, is it okay if I open this? And Carmen like doesn't respond. Like no facial movement, nothing, just staring at herself in the mirror. And Charlie goes, she's in one of those moods again. Okay.
Run.
You dash. Okay. Yeah, make me an athletics check of dashing out there.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm. 2. Okay. She sees in the corner of her eye, she sees something scampering from the corner, and she goes, "Shit!" Closes it, and you get up to the door just as it closes, and then you like look up and you can just see like Charlie's just looking down at you, and she goes, and she's like not moving, she's just like prepared for your movement, and she's like, "Come in." make a persuasion check.
Did you see the ring?
She
no, the
does.
ring's in your
Yeah.
pocket, isn't it?
She does see.
Well,
it
it would
can't
be big, so I'm like,
you
it's
just-
kind of like wrapped around
like a
me.
sash. She does. She can see the ring.
It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
It's an 18.
18. There's like a softness to her eyes.
Before she brings up
And
the
Carmen
camera.
goes, "Yeah." Opens it very slightly, just for enough that you can go through. You scurry out.
I like sign a thank you. And just
And you just hear in the distance, like, "Never mind, thought I saw something." Okay, so you scurry out of there with the...
Want to trade?
This is a fake ring.
Want to trade?
It does have a white feather in it though, so maybe you should go check the doves. I gotta go bake a cake now.
Oh yeah, you're still in that girl's pocket.
Yeah, I'm stuck doing nothing.
I gotta go check up on Daniel.
One piece of hair, as requested.
Thank you. I need to go check up on Daniel. I hope that is mixing real good. All right, I'll see you when the wedding's over.
Okay, so you're mixing. So we've already rolled for your mixing.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all done with. You at this point it's been quite a long time. You start to finish up mixing. Now you guys are starting to notice. Do 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 as the wedding is beginning now, and the door opens up and like Carmen starts to make her way out towards the wedding hall. So the wedding's officially beginning now.
Yeah.
And you arrive with the hair.
How'd it go?
Am I done mixing?
You were just finishing mixing now.
I got a strand of her hair. We're gonna be good. Let's quickly get this done because we haven't found the ring yet. The ring that I found was like a rock candy. It tasted quite bitter, to be honest, but it had a feather in it, so I think maybe the doves have got the ring potentially.
Just like sweat pouring.
You did a really good job, sir. I'm really proud of you.
Okay. Are there cake molds?
Yes, there are.
We gotta make 6 layers.
Okay, so you guys get started on that, and you start to like I'm gonna let us speed through that a little bit so that we don't have to do every little bit. But we'll just do a general. Both of you give me. Most of this is gonna be grunt work, so both athletics checks for me.
Oh yeah.
Stop athletics.
Because it's just about how much you can pick up objects and move them and stuff.
Okay.
I've rolled one better every time. Unfortunately, I started at a 2, so I'm now at a 4. So a total of 6.
Great.
I've got an 18.
18. Okay. All right.
Your
So you kind of
minus
balance
strength.
each other out a little bit. You are still exhausted from having mixed it for so long, so it's like taking
You
you
did a
longer to
really
move
good.
things.
You're doing a really good job.
But since you guys balance each other out for the most part, you're doing it, relatively quickly. You're able to get it all like molded properly and get it into the oven.
I put the strand of the hair.
You put the strand of the hair with it.
next to the thing.
Luckily the door like just sort of closes very slowly on its own. And then now that it's in there,
Okay, we gotta do this turbo cook. We gotta press it so it's forced in, but not forced in too much because it's gonna burn it.
Yeah. Alright. So, can I use my like little hockey stick thing to push it in
Yes.
as like an attack roll?
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Because I have a mix of sharpshooter and Grave Master. Because heavy crossbows are really funny if you use the back end of them.
Yeah.
So I essentially just ignore like every bonus dice. And I also have a precise strike thing from a background feature.
I didn't
so
have a
can-
mechanic for pressing in the buttons, so I was going to let you flavor it how you wanted. So go for it. Roll.
We'll roll with advantage.
I believe in you, sir.
Oh yeah, that's a 17 with advantage.
Still pretty decent.
That's not too much. It'll be too forceful. But I think it's not soft, so it won't click in. I think
I
that's
rolled a 6 and a 9.
The higher the number is, the better you are at getting that sweet spot. So it turns on, and you watch as it like very quickly, like the heat, and you watch the cake grow real quick.
I've never seen a cake made before. This is crazy.
And then you hear a ding, and then it like the oven instantly goes opening up. So if you guys are standing on it, you just like get pushed off slightly. And there is a cake in there. It looks pretty good. It's like it's just like slightly, like some of the edges are slightly burned a little bit, but you know, some people like that crispiness on a cake or whatever, so it's not too bad. It looks like it's a good cake an amateur would make, you know.
Good, we can pin this on the apprentice.
And it is, but the main thing is, it's just cake. It's bare.
Did the original cake have icing on it?
It did. There's icing across the floor.
Scoop up on the floor.
He never gave
35
a recipe about making the icing.
What was on the recipe? Didn't read it, did we?
You guys didn't
No.
go.
Should we go check on the...
I'll quickly scurry over to the recipe and try and read if there's an icing section.
I'm so ready for it to just have the ingredients on it.
Decorate? What the fuck? I'm sorry, my parents told me not to swearsies. What the dang nabbit biscuits?
It's just like draw the rest of the owl.
Yeah.
Cooking mama.
How do we want to decorate the cake?
Well,
We can make it into an ice skating ring. But that's not really Tywin, isn't
I
it?
see the instructions.
it's just
Well, he likes sneaking, and she's
make it into a giant New
Well,
Balance.
I saw what Carmen was like, and really they're just made for each other. So maybe we should just make it into like we try and make the crossbow and the axe. I have some toothpicks and stuff that I can kind of form the axes with, and maybe we can try and make it just like they're on the top. All right, we're gonna decorate with the flavor and pizzazz of only Tywin and Carmen can make.
Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be either sleight of hand or performance.
I'd
I'll
love
give you-
sleight of hand, please, and thank you.
You both make the check, and you both
I'll roll with
choose
performance.
which one you're doing. And while that's happening, Devin, you are in a pocket. Okay? You start to as you're in the pocket,
You are.
you start to hear the "Here Comes the Bride" music playing throughout, and if you're able to like peek your head a little bit out, you start to see Carmen coming down in her wedding dress, walking down. She's like incredibly stiff. She's just got her arms at her sides, and she's like walking down, looking suspiciously at everyone in the audience.
What a
Goodness
lovely
gracious.
woman Tywin chose.
I didn't realize it'd be that time already. And in the back of his mind, he's like, I don't understand what she's so scared about. It's Tywin, the man known for no bitches. I'm going to.
Man's got to see
Your
the
lapis is
bitches.
I would like to very carefully try and get out of the pocket without her like feeling me move.
Make me a acrobatics or stealth, your choice.
I think that's a 10.
A 10? Okay. So you start to scurry out, and as you do, she feels it a little bit, but only enough that she like just like instinctively like sort of slaps at it a little bit, like she
dear.
thinks it's an itch. So you take 2 bludgeoning damage, but you do get out without her knowing that it was a rat.
And as far as I knew, there was nothing in the pocket.
Except the gum that stuck to your head, yes.
I'm going to try and make my way down to Dr. Goofy and go, there's nothing on her except for the gum.
I guess you found yourself in a sticky situation.
You never miss. I don't know where to go. I don't have any other leads.
I suppose we should meet up with the others in the kitchen, but of course, beware.
At this point, you guys see Sigmund Rat scurrying out.
You know what they say. Too many cooks spoil the broth.
So
That's
true,
true.
bestie.
But do they spoil the icing on the cake?
I suppose time will tell.
Jolly good. I mean, why don't we just follow? You seem to get a bit embarrassed and just kind of head over to Robo Rat.
Greetings.
So, did you find the ring? Do you know where the ring is?
I found a ring,
But is
which
it-
led me to more questions than answers.
But did you
but-
find the ring?
I found a fake ring. We found a fake ring.
We found the ring.
The self-described kleptomaniac rat. I believe that the doves are our next point of inquiry. Are those green things the doves?
Or is
No.
the cage
The cage is where the doves are.
So
the green thing are
we're on this
plants.
wall just here. Which
Yeah.
one's your dice, Devon? They're all.
The sparkly purple and
Yes.
green one.
That's so non-specific. They're all fucking sparkly. We're here. What's Robo Rat? This one.
Yep.
Robo Rat. We meet up here at some point. That is.
That was the elven man. I
He's
think
gone.
He's gone.
Yeah. And the other two are in the
He's
kitchen.
dead now.
Alright, breaking dishes. Okay, so if we head up this way along the wall.
Oh, and you just go, oh, easy, we just talked to the doves.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I make an investigation check
Um.
on the dove cage?
Well, I'll say you don't even need to, because you can sort of like climb up to be able to see into the cage properly. You have to basically be in the cage, because the doves are like sort of circled around and they're covering like most of the walls just with their white feathers. But like as you sort of make your way up, you do notice like climbing up towards the gate of the cage that the gate is unlocked. Like there's supposed to be a lock there, but there's not, and it's just like completely. It can swing open freely. And you see there are 8 doves in this cage, and they're just where's the thing? Where's my
And they're
notes?
playing poker.
There are 8
Doves
doves.
playing poker. Yeah, get ready for doves playing poker.
One of the doves seems to stare directly at you as you like come towards them. They all look the same except for the front dove. The front dove looks slightly meaner.
I'm going to take a deep breath and approach. Now, just to double check, would these doves would dove and rat understand each other?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
baby.
basically doing Toy Story rules.
Sick. All right. I would like to approach the rat and go, the dove actually, and be like, hello, my name is Rodrigo Rattison, and I and my friends are looking for a ring.
The doves all tilt their head as you enter and looking at each other. You hear one go, Lena, are they the chosen birds? And another one go, of course not, Eurydia, they aren't birds. And then you just hear chants of like, the chosen bird, the chosen bird, the chosen bird, the chosen bird. And it just like, they seem to completely ignore your question as they're just looking at each other going back and forth, just chanting.
Gonna just do the rock eyebrow thing again. Divine burn. Go. I don't think I understand. Chosen. I'm not even a bird.
The chosen bird. That is why you cannot be the chosen bird.
Right. Does this chosen bird have anything to do with rings? Sapphires, perhaps?
Rings. The ring. And they part a little bit. As they do, at the back of the cage you can see glinting with the light that's flowing through the window, a ring with a sapphire indented on it. The ring. The chosen bird. The ring.
The chosen bird needs the ring.
No. The chosen bird will be the one to change Tywin's life. That is what the prophecy says.
What do you mean?
The ring!
What about the ring?
The chosen bird
Do you
One
see-
sticks its head out of the cage and is just looking around.
look? I'm going
Can
to.
Can I go up to them and be like, does it look like you've got things handled here, or would you like some assistance? I can tell them a joke if you want.
Can I please? I need to talk to my friend about the chosen bird. Is that okay? I kind of motion you forward. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I really like your jokes. I think they're very funny. So, hypothetically, if you were to make jokes to the birds to distract them, and I go in and I try and grab the ring.
Oh,
could-
well,
that's
that's,
the ring
what sounds like a fantastic idea. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's telling jokes. Hey, birds,
All their eyes look towards you.
why do clowns like me wear such loud socks? It's to stop their feet from falling asleep. And I'll cast sleep on the cage.
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
Okay, roll the dice.
So, how many hit points does a dove have?
We're gonna.
I don't know this.
Are you
but-
gonna kill them?
No, well, because sleep works based on hit points. So
Yeah.
if I can do this one, I'll cast it
5
at
here, right?
second level, because why not?
Is it from the lowest to the highest hit points? Okay.
Yes.
Put asleep, okay.
So, casting it at second level, so I've got 78. So, 7 and 6 is 13. Is another 11.
24.
Someone can keep track of this. 6
30.
and 6.
36.
36.
36.
36 hit points worth of doves go to sleep.
3 doves fall asleep. As 3 of them go to
These
sleep,
doves have more hit point than you.
3 of the ones towards the back, and like all of the doves just look over at the sleeping doves, and they just look back over.
I can tell you another joke if you want.
While this is going on, I just wanted to quickly try something.
Mhm.
So I would like to, if there's like a little party for where the ring is, I would like Rodrigo.
It's quite a big party actually. Like it's a hallway towards the ring.
You see Rodrigo be like, "This wedding just got me, like I want to dance," and you see him once again doing these rat dances where he's like doing this, he's like boogieing, but he's like slowly trying to like move to the ring without making it look like he's trying to reach the ring.
Yep, they're just watching you. They're just like, even some of them are like bobbing their heads slightly.
Yes. But what I want to do is use prestidigitation to see if, like, because it gives a sense of effect like a puff of wind. Is that like a feeling of wind or actual like wind?
I would say you can do a little bit of wind.
I wanted to try and use prestidigitation to like use a bit of wind to blow it out of the cage.
Oh, that's a bit too much wind, I think.
I see. In that case, what if I cast wooden wind and there's like a massive just fucking
Feathers everywhere.
There's like a wind tunnel in the wedding. What the fuck? In that case, actually, could I use minor illusion to create an illusion of the ring and push the actual one out so that it falls out of the cage? But it still
Yes.
looks like the ring's in there.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So I'm going to, as I'm dancing, kind of on purpose trip over my own feet. So I land with like a thud and try and, with my thud, like with my falling, like push the ring out of the cage and then use my minor illusion to like make it look like it's still there.
Okay, make me a deception check.
Good shit, Devin. Oh no.
What was it? Was it a
Guys.
1?
1 hour of Devon clearing her throat. Right
Here we
now.
come.
Was
That
it
is a natural one.
Oh, cool. I regain a bardic inspiration. Well, look, I guess not everyone's born with 2 left feet, but here we are.
You like make an illusion that looks quite like the ring, and then like all the doves are watching and shit. You're just like pushing the other ring like across, and they're just watching you. Their heads are just like turning, watching you push the ring out, and then you like push it out of the cage, and they just like watch you, and then one turns towards the other and goes, "You took the ring," and the other one goes.
on my back.
And then they just look at each other again.
On my back, I'm
May
just
I-
like,
May I try something?
Uh-huh.
It's a two-part thing I'd like to try.
How long are the ones asleep for, by the way?
A minute.
Okay. So a tiny bit longer, but they'll be awake soon.
Okay. First and foremost, I'd like to go. You know, after observing you for some time, I would like to attempt a partial joke. And I turn to the doves. What do they call birds who expire their usefulness?
Not the chosen bird.
Incorrect. Dinner. And may I make that an intimidation check?
Sure.
I'll add my inspiration to that. 16?
16.
Too stupid to be
Why would you say that?
Oh.
And then secondarily,
They're not even trying to stop us at this point.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything. They've just been watching you the whole time.
You just put them to sleep and then walked out with a ring.
And you guys have got the rings out of the cage now.
Get the ring.
I'm going to kind of cringe as I get up, and I'm
pleasure
just,
doing business with you.
they're all just looking at me. I just kind of and walk out in shame, like this. Still on my 2 feet, just
Can I go pick the ring up?
Yeah.
God.
You pick it up.
I pick it up and I
I truly feel
start
like
walking
Tywin.
towards Sasha.
I truly feel like
I was going to
Tywin.
say, if you have to get to Sasha in the front row of the wedding, right? And we're in the front row trying to walk back towards it.
Mhm.
Would you like me to deliver that? I know I'm a rat. But today, if you need, I can be a ring bear. Because I've got invisibility.
You know what?
Oh, awesome.
You know what? That's got quite a ring to it.
Affirmative. And hand the ring over.
Thanks. Just my size.
I'm assuming I'm following you guys too.
Hula hoop.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
so
that's
you're
what you want.
using invisibility.
I'll cast invisibility and say to the birds, "See you on the wing." And then he'll walk.
Rodrigo kind of steps out of the cage and he's like, "Oh, but I'm just gonna go." And he like shuts the cage and locks it.
There's no lock, by the way.
Oh, there's no lock. I
Yeah.
just kind of shut the lid and go.
What is the chosen bird?
We were so close. Why would you do this now?
The chosen bird, the prophecy. The chosen bird will change Tywin's life.
What is the prophecy?
That
Why
the
would she-
chosen bird will change Tywin's life.
Who is the chosen bird?
One of us.
Which one?
We don't know yet. It depends which one of us changes Tywin's life.
And when will you find out?
We will know.
I require an estimate.
We don't know.
Actually, Tywin's bird of choice is eagles. So if there's a bird of the chosen bird,
Oh my god.
it'd be an eagle. For some reason, Rodrigo all of a sudden gets like, actually,
I'm 99% sure this isn't going to work,
Written in volume 3.
but can I try abjure the extraplanar?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Each aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, or fiend within 30 feet of you that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I don't believe there are
Yeah,
any
okay.
of those.
Yeah, that's fine.
good try.
That's fine.
What if one of those?
Yeah, well, I was hoping one of those birds was a fae or something.
Understood. So you're sneaking over to Sasha. I'm not even going to make you roll a stealth check. You're invisible, and people aren't looking down at the ground except for Sasha, who is actively like scanning the floor, really nervous, and she sees this tiny little ring coming towards her, and she just like
carrying it
suddenly.
so it's invisible.
Oh yeah, that's true. So, but anyway, she just like
Yeah, there's this weird squeaky noise, and,
Exactly.
and a fucking clown dressed as a doctor that is a rat just appears in front of her. And it's like,
Nightmare sentences.
she just puts her hand down, like grabs it, and just like looks down at you and mouths "thank you," and like opens up the ring box and quickly slips it inside.
something of a tight fit, I've got to say. Hope it makes her happy.
Okay, and then you leave there. That's battery. If you could replace that battery. So you guys, you guys have done that. So now, you guys, you've mixed the cake. You've now decorated it. What did you roll for your decorations before?
I got a 23.
I rolled a 22.
20. Great, good stuff. So you make this decoration that, like, you'd be shocked if someone told you rats did this.
You try to freehand some icing to make it look like an ice skate, but like ice
yeah.
arena, but like it's just nice icing.
It's like
that's-
on the top of each thing, it's like ribbons with like
Yeah.
2 axes in the center and then a crossbow. And,
Yeah, it's really
together.
nice looking cake. So, a moment of truth. Let's see what you scored for the cake overall. So, mechanically, you guys needed 12 points to have a good cake.
God, it's Cookie Mama.
So, we'll go a step at a time.
Okay.
Flour
Yes.
was worth 1 point, and you successfully put in the right flour. What did you do, cake flour?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 point.
Yeah.
Is that back on?
Eggs. Yep, that's working, but it's not facing me.
Oh.
2 or 3. Wow.
A little bit more. Stop. Yep, good.
Stop.
Yep, I think so. Focus enough. Eggs. Okay. It was chicken rat eggs. I believe you said north.
Southwest.
You said southwest. The answer was west eastern. So
Wait. What?
the answer was west eastern. These are magical eggs. So
I mean, go to the east, but then a bit to the west.
so you did not get those points. Unfortunately, it was 2 points or nothing. You got 0.
What the fuck?
However, the shells, you put the correct amount of shells, so you
Yeah.
get 1 point for that.
Okay. I
Butter.
feel like we're failing.
Butter. You chose long stick tubs of sticky tube butter,
Yeah.
which was the correct answer, and you put the right amount of sticks in as well, so you get 2 points for the butter.
Wonderful.
How many points do you have so far?
4.
What about quantity?
Don't worry, there's something that is worth a lot of points.
Okay.
The mixer.
It's the mixer and you fucked it up.
You fucked it up.
What?
Yeah.
So you said the third one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is Shira Chassis.
Was it 4?
That was 2.
It's 2.
The correct answer was Hanera Chassis, which is number 2.
Okay. So that's
So
a 0.
you got 0 points for that.
Okay.
Hair was worth 4 points.
Wonderful.
So you got 4 points. How much are you on now?
8.
8. Decoration is worth 2 points. So you got to 10.
Okay.
The final thing
What
was
comes down to this?
the
Temperature of the
turbo cook.
Yeah.
Yep.
The turbo cook is worth up to 9 points,
Holy
depending on
shit.
how accurately you did it.
Yeah.
You got 6 points from that.
Woo!
So I believe that is a successful cake. It is a passable.
It's like a
16, baby!
solid-
Woo!
What was
B
the, what was the
plus.
theoretical maximum then?
27?
Yeah, because you could get a maximum of 9 for the turbo cook. So 9, 11, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22, 23. Oh, and the preheat the oven.
2. It's 2. So 4.
Oh my god,
6.
guys, we did it.
Yeah, we did it anyway. We got 16. So
Yes,
So
very,
you know,
very
you know,
nice.
you,
plus cake.
you
It's like a
could
B
have, you
plus.
could have put no
23.
flour in and put the hair in and still got more.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful.
We could have put all the wrong ingredients.
So you
in
guys
and
successfully
nailed the
did
turbo.
that.
It's been fine.
Now,
Turbo and hair.
Yeah.
in the
Magic solves all.
in the essence of cutting parts we don't care about, you all meet up once again in the rafters of the wedding, like feeling quite accomplished. I mean, you fixed up the cake. You were able to get hair, and none of you died. That's pretty good for rats. And you got the ring. You didn't give the fake ring. You gave a ring with an actual sapphire in it to Sasha. So you get to the rafters and you're watching the wedding play out. Suddenly, like, calmness is starting to wash over you. Is like, now it's just about the wedding playing out. And you're getting towards the closer and closer to the vows, which you can see, like, as you get closer to that, both Tywin and Carmen are getting increasingly more nervous as their public speaking section comes up. And you just, like, hear, like, fluttering of wings as you see, like, the doves are, like, now sitting in the rafters watching as well, like, next to you. And the biggest dove that's in the middle is just, like, leaning over, like, got his wings, like, like hands, just, like, leaning across.
The feet are kicking.
He's about to drop some sick beats.
And he just goes, "That is a beautiful wedding. I'm going to be the chosen bird, you know."
What are you gonna do, sir?
Well, there's a bird that has to change Tyrion's life. I'm going to change Tyrion's life.
Can I instinctively reach a hand out onto his wing? A paw out onto his wing and go, don't.
Oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm happy to just watch. I mean, it's a beautiful woman is marrying. It's a shame what's going to happen to her.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. You guys are the ones who did it.
Huh?
Oh, well,
I'm sweating.
I'm the bird that's going to change Tywin's life, and best way to do that is to make him suffer more trauma.
No,
That's gonna. We know how Tywin changes
we
from
shouldn't
trauma.
do that, sir.
What is-
We've already done it.
But what did we do to make him suffer, sir?
We put the ring back.
You gave them the poisoned ring. It's got a curse on it, you know. See, once Tywin gets to the ring exchange part of the ceremony, he's gonna lovingly put the ring on his new wife's finger, and then the poison's gonna spread through her finger, and her hand, and her arm, and her torso, and then up to her brain, killing her instantly. Can you imagine how Tywin's life is gonna be changed? And it's all because of me, the chosen bird! It's going to be me! See? You were wrong about the ring the entire time. You thought we only made one fake ring. We made two! You thought just one fake ring would be enough. No. It was too easy for you to get the ring, wasn't it? Well, that's wonderful for me. No, we have the ring still. And you can't get it because we ate it. It's in one of us and you never know which one. They all scurry, like flap their wings and fly to separate parts of the rafters as the vows are now beginning. The vows are right before the ring exchange in a wedding, and they start to scatter to all sides. I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative.
Have you ever seen a rat's eyes bulge out of its head before?
Out of curiosity,
Uh-huh.
I'm happy
wore
to
the
die.
ring as a
That's yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh. It
Which-
does not work on
just
rats.
making sure.
okay. I have the perfect thing I want to do, and it's
happy
gonna
to
be
die.
fucking shit.
Where's my initiative on this?
Do you think Carmen would tell me if
it's
I
just
jumped
X.
down on her head?
Yeah, no, but like 2, 3, 4. They usually show stuff on different bots, so I'm just used to it.
Okay. So, we're in the rafters.
Why do you put so much hardship on your boy? So much.
Because I want you guys to have actual stakes.
I know. I know.
It's
but
a
I'm-
goofy adventure with real stakes, baby!
I know, but you're fucking.
You could traumatize my character for life!
What movie
Oh
is
my
it where the
God.
kid gets transformed into an ant? Because
I'm
he keeps
just-
Ant
traumatizing.
bully?
Yeah, ant bully. Yeah, this is the equivalent of an ant bully because of all the birds that Tywin killed.
Yeah, that was the
I'm-
consent of the conceit of this campaign. Okay, so you guys can place yourselves like somewhere in the center. Wherever you place yourself, it just has to be somewhere
my
towards
D4?
the center
My baby-
of those rafters.
D4.
So, mechanically, there is a timer, and the timer is the vows. Once they finish the vows,
Can you
they're
put
moving on to the
me-
ring exchange.
Is this by rounds or by actual
There.
time?
That's cool.
At the top of each round, the
So
vows
where
will
that one
continue
is,
a little
the
bit.
square?
This one?
No, the other one.
Huh?
Okay,
You're-
I'm gonna
you're-
skip
okay,
out
I'm
one of
gonna-
my dice because I'm not
'cause
gonna
I
be able to
don't-
recognize myself. This is
This
me.
one.
I'm
I
also
think
gonna
that's the
change
middle.
player cam
Where's
while
that?
you guys are
This is
talking.
the middle area here. So
That's the one.
what
Where's
the
it
heck?
bounce? It's too. I can't see. Wait, is this
Oh,
yours?
it's mine,
It's bouncing.
sir.
I thought it was Devon's. She threw it at me at one point.
I did. I'm
Maybe.
sorry.
No, I
Where's Olivia?
threw it at you, sir.
Oh my god. Hopefully the elf guy comes back so he gives us more time. We can thank him
Please
later.
no.
We can thank him later.
I hope you understand that if we don't get this done in time, I'm really happy to sacrifice my life for the greater good of Tywin not dying from a heart attack in front of us.
You just see.
Wait, isn't it gonna go on Carmen's ring hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tywin said that he was going to suffer a heart
Oh,
attack
true.
if anything were to go wrong, and I really don't want to see that happen, so I'm happy to commit to death myself and jump onto Carmen's head.
Rodrigo's eyes are just bulging.
Oh.
So we better find this ring quick, and then we have to try and make sure that they don't use that ring.
You see, actually no, you see Rodrigo. You know that man.
Well,
We
the
have to
min-
start yelling. We gotta make noise so that one of them can hear us.
Oh, I can make a bit of noise,
You see, like.
but it's a question of will it be useful noise, and will it fuck up the ceremony?
Like,
Yes.
Rodrigo is literally like the guy.
But
that's
it's thaumaturgy.
Well, no, it's better than that. It's,
I'm about to destroy my hero, the man who
took
made me.
thunderclap.
I'm gonna ruin his life. Fucking.
There's
hell.
an earthquake.
Yeah, but I genuinely believe that this is the modern day ant bully.
yes.
He fucking traumatized birds, so the birds are now traumatizing him.
Okay, so let's get some
Physical.
initiatives. So,
This is where I need this. Okay.
so 25 or 25 plus. Anyone get 25 plus? No, 25 to 20.
20.
20.
Squeak in all capitals.
Yep. I
dots.
also have to roll for the doves.
Oh my god.
Natural one. Okay. 20 to 15.
I got an 18, sir.
I had 16.
18, 16. So 18.
Are all the doves acting together?
Yes.
Okay, so then they're all at the end of initiative.
What's your rat's name again, Olivia?
Bree. Breeware, sir.
That's right.
It's like somewhere.
And then Rodrigo. Okay, 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
I got an 8.
6.
8 for Doctor. And 6 for...
Now, while we could fix this, it would be
damn
funnier
it.
if we cast Zone of Truth on the vows and fucked up the marriage. I promise to love you until you're no longer worth anything to. Sorry.
That's all of you, and
Do you
then...
have Zone of Truth?
And then
Tywin's just like, I just needed
birds
bitches.
at the end.
Tywin genuinely loves her. She's just like,
I mean it for the money.
I
Okay,
married you.
I
because-
wanted it for the rock.
I wanted it because it was funny.
so... top of the round. How does Solomon introduce the vows?
Oh,
That's rude that you didn't give me some more.
It's just as short as Solomon
Dearly
can.
beloved. Thank you. You saved yourself a talk. Dearly beloved, we are gathered today under this blessed light to join together two souls who have been lost too long in their own darkness. That's
Okay. Okay. We will now move on to the vows.
Okay. You want me to give you a full wedding ceremony or what?
No,
Yeah.
just say that the vows are happening now.
will these birds
So
attack
they-
us?
Now we move to the vows.
What
May
was
you
that,
make
sorry?
The
your
birds attack
declarations.
They haven't right now. They just scattered, but they might.
Because God bless, God bless, God bless. And they attack
They
me,
might
God bless.
attack.
I've got the best thing ever. This is I've had this in the back burner for the battle week.
Okay, Squeak, you're first.
I would like to open combat with detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay.
Hypothesizing, and I'm just gonna scan,
Okay.
see if I can pick up a magical aura from anyone's stomach.
Okay. They are all glowing magically. They're all enchanted in some way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mean to take that smart idea away from you, but they are all glowing
It's
in
okay.
some way.
It's okay.
They've all eaten some sort of magical ring.
Okay. And we have free movement across the beams.
Yes.
And jumping from beam to beam is movement or additional.
You can make a roll to try to jump from a beam to a beam.
Okay.
It'll be an easy enough roll, but you will plummet down into the wedding, which is 1, full damage, and 2, it takes away from the Vow's moment.
That's
and
what we
you
don't want to fuck up.
hopefully not want to.
Yeah, like death is a secondary thing.
Your win
Is our
condition.
movement the same,
Your
though?
proper win condition is for the wedding to go off without them knowing that anything was going wrong in the first place.
I understand the assignment.
Yeah.
So even though we are rats, we're still using the same movement system,
Yep.
right? Okay, cool. I will move to this one here.
Mm-hmm. Is that your turn?
No, I will then. Can I actually? I don't think I can.
Could you cast detect magic?
Yeah, it's okay. I will. Bonus action. Wait, before I left here, instead. Before I left here.
Yep.
Could I have made one square this way? You're hurt, right?
Yeah.
I will.
It only hurts when I laugh.
Watching you, I have learned to be a better doctor, and I'll just cast Lay on Hands.
That's cute.
Give you 7 hit points of healing.
That is, I'm full health.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I'll make my way over to this fucker over here.
Nice.
End of my turn.
Okay, Bree.
Okay, sir. So, where'd the big one go?
I forgot to assign which one was the big one. Let's say the big one. What's the most obvious of those dice?
This.
Yeah, do that one.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
You can dash as a
Bonus action dash.
No, but I have a better use for my bonus action that I want to see if it works. So,
Action dash.
Hit someone else.
Yeah, go somewhere else. Well, acrobatics, your way up.
5, 10,
Jump.
15, 20, 20. I'll
Yes,
go to
yes,
this one. I'll go to this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like to use my action to take my sewing needle.
Yep.
And attack it in the belly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I'll roll,
you can roll a hit.
right now. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Wonderful. That is 12 points of damage.
12 points. Okay. Can you take that die, that's the dove, that you just poked in the belly, and can you roll it? Roll that die.
In the dice tray?
Yep.
8.
8. You poke it in, and you hear air coming out of it, and as you do, you look inside, and there does look to be a ring in here.
Okay. With my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Can I use fast hands, which I can make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use the bonus action grounded by your cunning action. To make a sleight of hand check, and what I want to do with the, hopefully there's like a bit of a from the stab. I'd like to get my hand, go inside the bird, and try and grab the ring that's inside and pull it out.
Okay. Since you're using a bonus action for it, I'll say you can just do it, especially since this bird is dead. So you pull it out of the bird.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a corpse on the ground. And the other birds go, "Oh no!"
What does the ring look like?
It looks like a ring with a sapphire on it.
Are they all gonna have rings with sapphires on it?
You didn't think we'd only make one fake ring?
You fucker, we made 12!
Did I say
I made 2 of them!
How well do I know
have a
Solomon
switch up running.
inscription? How well do I, if Solomon made the ring, Solomon would have had to put some sort of inscription or something.
Authentication, like-
Yes.
Solomon would
Maker's
be able to
mark.
see it in a second if he touched it.
Is there a maker's mark on this ring?
I'll say we have to wait for your next
Oh, I know,
turn.
next turn, yeah. Cool.
So we'll get to that on the next turn.
They might pretend.
Rodrigo, and you can take that white die off.
They might potentially all have rings. Just be careful.
You see,
Oh, these my D8s. I was trying to figure out
Yes.
why they look like my D8s. I was like, what?
you see Rodrigo is like he's getting into the mode. Nixon pulled out. How many squares can I move forward?
What's your movement speed?
30.
And you're here?
Which one
So
would
one
you
in
like
front
to?
of me.
One's a penguin.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, you can get there.
It's a penguin dice.
I'm gonna do it, but it's not gonna be as good as
Okay,
The Rodrigo special.
go for it.
Go, Rodrigo.
you see him load it up and fire for an 18.
Good shit.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Just shove this one with the others. D8s.
That's a 10.
Hell yeah.
10 points of damage. Can you take that die and roll it for me?
Penguin dice.
1.
1.
8 and 1.
Okay.
Both ends of the spectrum.
As you shoot into this dove, you hear him go "Ah!" and pop like a balloon. Rice goes everywhere.
No
It,
ring.
like shrapnel firing out from a grenade. So can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Okay. I assume this is going that way.
That is a 15.
Good shit.
A 15, yep, that succeeds. So you take half damage. So 1 damage. I rolled terrible on that. So 1 piece of rice just goes in your arm. 1 like grain of rice. But
A battle wound.
Just like Tywin.
Just like Tywin.
Yes.
I didn't even get to finish the special. But there's always next time.
Is this one dead?
that one is dead. Wonderful.
No ring.
No ring.
Because
No
that
ring.
had rice.
No ring, just rice.
It's drying out a phone.
All right.
What was your
6.
That's your turn.
to me?
Wait, hang on a second. I got a bonus.
Yep.
Yeah,
can
you
do a
do.
I
bonus if
got
you want.
big one,
2
and I
weapon
am
fighting.
full sending with the least.
I don't want to
accuracy I
get
can.
greedy.
I don't know if you
That's
can do
right.
two
Really
weapon
funny.
fighting when you crossbow fire.
Oh.
You can do crossbow
Oh,
into melee.
Dang.
What kind
That's
of crossbow is it?
stinky brain.
And do they have crossbow expert?
Yeah. Because it has to be a light
Alright,
weapon.
bonus action. There isn't really anything else I can do. I can do nothing. I'm going to actually look towards you and go. What am I gonna say? It's just like Tywin says. Damn, what does Tywin say? You just see him instead do like a heroic pose with like the like crossbow on his back
He's emoting.
and like pulls out the short sword and goes,
Yes.
"Let's go!" That's my bardic inspiration.
that gives
Great.
me bardic inspiration.
Wonderful.
That's wonderful.
I am so sorry.
No, it's
literally
great.
every Tywin quote out of my head.
Doctor,
Junker Queen.
whatever I call
Go,
you.
Dr. Goofy, sir.
Goofy. Dr. Goofy.
Yuck.
Quite a pickle we find ourselves in, properly tarred and feathered. But at least you stand out, I say the big one. I suppose that's what you gotta be careful of in life, is worrying too much about other people's opinions. After all, there's always people that'll think little of you, as I cast Enlarge Reduce on him.
Okay.
And I will use my sorrowful fate to change it to a charisma saving throw.
Wow. That's interesting.
So
College of Tragedy Bard is awesome.
it's kind of interesting. So charisma saving throw DC is 15.
Matt Mercer special.
9.
Fails. So as it goes, it's now a
Gotta give it
tiny
the
bird.
mini.
Yeah.
The mini.
It's bite
So
sized.
it now has
It's a bird about that big.
it has disadvantage on. I suppose if there's a ring in it, then I don't think it shrinks with it. But either way,
Everything is wearing and carrying.
there you
things.
go. All good.
Just-
So it has disadvantage on strength saves and checks, does a d4 less damage, and from Sorrowful Fate, if it dies in the next minute, before it dies, it is magically compelled to utter their darkly poetic final words before succumbing to its injury.
You've got to give a soliloquy.
yeah.
You've got to give a soliloquy if it dies in the next minute.
Okay.
All of a sudden.
And as a bonus action, I will then inspire you, and I say, you know, you really have the chance to be the bigger man right now.
So you've
get it,
been
you get a
bardic
bardic
inspired
inspiration.
twice.
I can only use one.
You can use both of them. You can stack them.
This is fun.
I'm gonna need both because I have a
All
minus
right.
2
Where
to
are you
hit.
going?
Wonderful. Daniel.
All right,
Can you
I'm
get there?
running on my way. Like, well, not running, because I'm just gonna like skate towards the big one with like the hockey puck out ready.
Just jump one of the gaps.
Can I jump onto the gaps?
If you want to roll a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Or
I will-
athletics to
Or
jump?
athletics. I'll say either one.
Surely you could have one of them.
Athletics. Let me roll bardic. An 11.
It's one lower than the DC. So you leap over one of them and your foot slips. So I will say you can spend your action this turn to attempt that roll again to
Okay.
stop yourself, or you're just going to plummet and you can keep your action.
I mean, I can't do anything if I plummet. So
Probably not.
yeah, I have to.
Okay, so you can roll that again.
That one.
That's better.
It's better. I have to roll bardic. Yeah, that's exactly 12.
Okay. All right. So you jump and then you start to slip and stumble and then you have to like grab on and then you spend most of the rest of the turn pulling yourself
The
back
beaver
up.
flailing in the rock.
Like here.
Hail
I
and
assume you
everything.
don't get the rest of your movement. Maybe.
You can have the rest of your movement, just not your action.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm in front of the bird.
Okay.
And I will cast Hexblade's Curse on the bird.
Got it.
You're a fucking warlock.
Yeah.
Just point and go, you.
Wonderful.
It's time to.
I'm getting ready for a slap shot.
All right. It's time for the birds then. So
Dare this motherfucker to move.
the birds are going to. Well, first, let's go with the big bird. Yep, firstly.
Is he yellow?
He's going to
Sure. How do you do that? How do you do that?
fly. Who's the golden die?
That's me.
Okay.
As you can
He's going
see,
to
I'm-
fly onto the rafter that you're
idea.
on. Like the bit that you're on, right? Yep. Go down one.
This one?
Yep. He's going to go onto that rafter and then go one step this way.
I believe that's an attack of opportunity from me.
All of these have flyby. They are pesky
birds.
little birds. He actually might go another step. Basically, he's getting and he can also fly, so he doesn't have to stand on the rafters necessarily. But he's getting the two of you in a line, you and you, in a line in front of him.
So you want him to put you like here, roughly?
Yeah, basically that. And then you watch as he just like very small little dove now, goes like, "You will not stop me! I will be the chosen bird!" and like backs up a bit, and then flies at like an intense speed, like basically trying to jet through both of you. So
Patreon?
I wish I cared, sir.
you guys get a choice. You can either take the hit directly, or you can try to dodge. If you try to dodge, you have to roll a dex save to dodge and a dex save not to fall off.
Okay.
So either you take the hit or you do 2 dex saves.
I'm gonna attempt the deck saves because.
So he's got disadvantage on strength, everything, and does a little bit less
A
damage, right?
D4 less.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make any. I've only got levels feather fall. Is it first or second?
First.
First.
And it's a reaction on 7 creatures. 6.
Yeah, I'll worry about that later then. I will try and take the hit, I think.
Okay,
So I gotta
and you're
charge
trying to
this.
dodge?
I think I have to because even if I take some damage, I'm gonna be not good.
Okay, roll. The first dex saving throw is to try to dodge.
It's an 8.
An 8 does not dodge. You will take full damage.
Okay.
And since you attempted it, you are now possibly falling, so you have to now roll to see if you don't fall.
That's a 23.
Okay, you don't fall off, but you can't quite dodge out of the way, and it
I have a
slices through
ring,
you.
so it's gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's gonna be minus a d4 to whatever this is. So, minus a d4. So that's 7 points of piercing damage.
What was the D4?
The d4 was 3.
You're
I
gonna
would have
kill
been
that.
down.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it just
Yeah,
like
it really had
slices through you. You took the hit directly, right? So
had to.
you take the same damage, 7
I
points.
thought you
of
said there
damage.
was a strength save or something involved, or something involved.
No, because you chose to take the hit directly. You don't have to do either of the saves.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All good. So that was, you said 10 damage or 7 damage?
7 damage.
Joy. This is
I've
my
got
hit
a
points.
big like cut
Yeah.
now in my face. Just that really hurts, sir.
Okay.
But I still
Where
don't
does he end up?
care.
He ends up on the direct other side of the room. Yeah.
Awesome.
I really don't care, sir.
That's so good. That's so convenient.
So now, can I just have these two converge? Actually, this one here goes to Devon. That one, the red one. No, sorry, the other red one. Yep, that one goes to you, Stuart.
Oh, it leaves you.
Attack opportunity.
No,
Oh, I didn't
fly
even
flyby.
see you there. Sorry, you're so small. Yeah, they're
have
gonna go
flyby.
to you.
Flyby, right.
They do have flyby. The green one is going to go to Stuart. The red one is going to go to whoever that one is, and then that one's going to go to you. So, I'm just going to go from this side across. So against you first. He's going to try to peck you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, dealing 1 point of piercing damage. Against Stuart.
Wait, on a miss, it deals 1 point of piercing damage?
Oh, it missed.
Yeah,
Did
missed.
it? 17 misses? Okay. Then no damage. Does a dirty 20 hit you, Stuart?
Absolutely.
Okay. 5 points of piercing damage. Devon. Does an 11 hit you?
It does not.
Okay.
Do I
no
get,
damage.
Wait, do I get a reaction thing out of that?
If you have a reaction,
I
yeah.
have one. And there's something I've had in my mind. It's probably not as funny. But,
Let's see.
so,
Is this cutting words?
yes. I wanted to. So the thing about Rodrigo is that he doesn't want to just be like Tywin. He has an idea of being a rap god. A rat god.
A rat god.
And so as the bird attacks him, I forgot what the bird's attacking him.
His beak, he's just pecking you.
As soon as he like goes to attack him, I dodge out the way. You watch as Rodrigo just goes. Someone over there, and he's doing like he's doing the really long.
Yeah, the rap
rap-
god. The rap
Give
god.
myself armor. So
And because I imagine for some reason cutting words is like a bunch of tiny little cuts as he's like.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I just wanted to fucking.
No, that is cool. You don't have to spend the resource there because the
Yeah,
attack
don't
is-
spend the resource.
Yeah, no, but I didn't want to interrupt
the
your-
flavors. The
yeah.
flavors good.
I wanted to do it so funny.
No, it's fine.
In
That's
my
great.
head, in my head.
Yeah,
it's
no,
so
just
fucking-
don't mark off a bardic inspiration because the attack missed anyway.
Yeah. Wonderful. Amazing. Okay, against you. Does a
Wait, so I didn't
you
do
did,
it?
Yeah,
No, you did it.
You did it.
Just don't spend the resource because it already missed the
narrative.
yeah.
But yeah, because they were going to miss anyway, I won't make you spend a bardic
I see.
inspiration. Does an 11 hit you? Okay. And moment of truth. Does an 11 hit you? Okay, he misses.
Okay.
All right, top of initiative. Actually, have all of the birds move about 10 feet away in whatever direction they're closest to from you guys as they like panic. And we go to the top of the round, so the vows continue at the top of the round. You like can see down there Tywin is like rubbing his arm and he goes, "Okay, I guess I'll go first." And he takes out a little scrap of paper that's like completely crumpled up from his pocket and he goes, "Carmen, there was a time in my life when I believed that I didn't deserve anyone. It took a lot to get that thought out of my head. My friends helped me realize that I can change. You made me realize that I am changed. When I'm with you, a vow to continue to improve myself every day. I want the Tywin that you have tomorrow to be better than the Tywin that you have today. So that's part of the vows. He's still continuing his vows as we move back to Squeak.
My homie's in love.
Lapis is crying. She's like,
Oh yeah, Anya's also crying, but she's brought tissues, so she would just be like,
you can see like little streaks of like makeup as starters, and she's like,
yeah, she's just offering tissues to
move to
everyone in the aisle.
Just taking the taxi cab route.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Divine Favor as a bonus action.
What does that do?
On my attacks, it gives me an additional D4 of damage.
Cool.
So I'll just use this one. And then I'd like to hit Big Boy, formerly Big Boy, now Small Boy.
Now very small boy.
With just I'll use just a little toothpick rapier.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah. That'll be a 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Nice. Plus that D4.
Yeah,
Smite the shit out of him.
I will.
Beat him the fuck up.
eat his ass.
Eat his ass.
That was not.
Give me all the twist.
10, 12. And I'll hit that with also a Divine Smite.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Another smite at the table. it's so nice.
I miss the days.
I miss the days of being a
I
paladin.
believe it's 2d8 damage.
Yeah, basically.
You said tootie.
So
That's 26 points of damage.
26 points.
Oh, sorry, 27 points of damage.
27. Very nice. Okay.
Make it India.
You watch as the toothpick. You see as there's like windows on like a skylight, and you see that the skylight catches like the sun at a weird angle, and it sets the end of the toothpick alight, and I jab it with divine word.
Very nice. Great. As you stab it in, the bird squeals up "Ah!" and starts to burn, and he is bloodied now.
Dinner time.
But we
Very nice.
You know what I said
Roast.
before.
Ratward
It is a
actually
fact.
Yeah, it is a fact.
Bree.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna continue on with my train of thought.
So
am
make me
I-
an investigation check.
Okay. Nah, I'm not very good at investigating.
And I'll say this is a
stuff.
bonus action as well.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's a 5.
A 5. You can't. There are marks on it, but you can't tell if that's something Solomon would have put there or not.
Okay, I'm not really good at reading many other languages, but that's okay. This is by far the scariest thing I've ever done as a kleptomaniac.
as I walk over to this bird and just with the sewing needle, just
Yeah, roll a hit.
That's a 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Both.
That is max 13 damage.
Take that die and roll it.
That's a 4.
A 4. There's a inside this dove there seems to be a spray of mysterious liquid that sprays out of like the point that you poke it in. And you make a con save for it.
Patch it up! Patch it up!
It's next to the DM screen, between back this way. Yep, keep going. Yep, there you go. It's right in your hand.
Is it?
It's
Oh, there it is.
It should be.
That's a natural 20, sir.
Very nice.
Patch it up!
And I pull out like my charcuterie board. I've got
Yeah,
to stand in
you're instantly able to patch it up before anything happens, and that dove dies, and you are okay. That would have given you disadvantage on dex saves. for the
Oh
rest
my
of the
god,
roll.
that's not good. Okay.
Great, wonderful.
I think I still have a little bit of movement
Yeah.
left. So I'm just gonna continue moving to other people.
I'm gonna be next to my friend who I'm learning a lot about from Dr. Goofy, sir.
That's me.
Wonderful.
And that's my... yes, that's my turn. I use my bonus action.
Good, Rodrigo.
You see him kind of walking, doing the pose that like Tywin's doing in his commission.
Yeah.
I'm doing such hyper-specific visuals, man. I'm striding up, And this time, and this time I'm not going to use the crossbow. I'm going to use the short sword.
Yeah, baby.
To do the second half of the Tywin
The Tywin
Rodrigo.
special, yep. Wonderful.
For a fuck. That's a
For a fuck. Oh my god.
22.
That hits.
Holy
Roll
shit.
damage.
Get that damage, Devin.
I won't let you destroy Tywin's perfect day for a 4.
4 damage. Okay, that bird's still alive. That's a black die.
Didn't do any bonus action. Bonus action too. Big fucking.
Okay.
Hypothetical.
Anything else?
Like, do you have another melee weapon?
No, but can I attack with my short sword again?
Bonus action, yeah.
Bonus action.
Yes, I'll say yes.
13.
13. That's close. Let me see. Just misses.
No.
Sorry.
Oh,
That was good, Devin.
That was good.
he does miss, and he's like, I really like him. It's like I'm feeling like him every day.
Great.
Spitting image.
Dr. Goofy.
I believe in you, Dr.
Dr.
Goofy,
Goofy
sir.
Dear, my computer's off.
Oh, dear.
Dr.
John, what's the
Goofy
package on
Schmertz.
this?
It doesn't matter. I guess I'll just have to do what I do best. Improvise. There's a little thing you need to understand, which is the second most powerful tool of comedy isn't just comedic timing. You have to build anticipation.
Sir, I think. Wow, that was really good, sir.
Yeah. Well, I suppose at least we've got some people here that are willing to go to great lengths to be bird brains. And I'll cast Vicious Mockery, I suppose, on Big Boy.
On the big boy? Okay.
Which sort of saving?
Wisdom.
I thought
Wow,
so.
that was really inspirational.
It's shy, but okay.
Okay. 16.
16 passes my DC.
Okay.
It does nothing.
He's fanatically focused.
Indeed.
Does not seem to take in anything that you're saying.
Meanwhile, I suppose I'll just have to. You understand that things could go terribly here, so.
Yeah, I'm bleeding quite a lot, sir.
Well, while I'm never one to drop my smile beforehand, I suppose it's probably not the time to sacrifice ourselves fighting the birds. Do you believe that ring to be the right one?
I don't know, sir, if any of the other birds have any rings. I can't read any of the little sign things on the ring. Maybe you can check for me.
They taught very little literature at Clown College.
But I think there's like a little clown hair, so maybe.
I can see what I'll do, but I suggest we get in position above Sasha, or at the very least Tywin, to try and make a difference.
Okay, sir.
So if I need to position myself, we know that Sasha's like here, right?
Other side, but yes.
Sasha's like here, right?
So we need to be here.
How far is it down again?
It's like 40 feet down. I'll tell you mechanically, you take 2d6 of damage if you fall.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I will have to start moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. I can only move 5 because I think I used a dwarf as my base. And you get Bardic Inspiration, by the way.
That's really kind of you, sir. I might need it in a second if that dove
Yeah, I was
flies at
gonna
me
say.
again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get ready to jump with me, I guess. Because now that you've put the fucking stakes of Tywin's happiness on the line, fuck
This
you
one
first
shot
of-
is canon.
That's the fucking problem. Because now all of a sudden I can't be depressed and nonchalant because it actually matters what I do.
I really genuinely could cry at this table today. I don't know yet, though. I feel like I have a good feeling.
It's not fair. You can't drop that on me and then be like, oh, well, I guess my character does care about something now.
All right, Daniel.
Okay. Kind of just seeing the dove go, like turn around to the other dove, and then like skate forward as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And then try to like shoulder check him. using booming blade to like mimic the clap sound of like hitting.
Yep.
And using precision strike
Go for
on it. And everything. Oh yeah.
You need to get rid of this stuff.
No, it's really funny when it rolls below a 10 on every single roll. That is still a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. For 10 damage.
Take that die and roll it.
Hell yeah. 6.
6. You see a glyph that is on the dove that you didn't notice before that glows brightly as you kill it, turning him into a rat. Or rather, turning him back into a rat. And now, make me a wisdom saving throw. As the point that you hit, the glyph crawls onto your arm.
Oh shit.
And so make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Yeah. 8.
8. You polymorph into a dove.
Hell yeah.
So you are currently a dove. You've never flown before, so you can't fly.
Okay.
You can still peck and all that. You cannot fly.
Do we recognize the rat that turned back?
I'll leave that up to you guys. Oh wait, no. Yeah, the thing that turned back into a rat. You've seen him around. You haven't seen him for a while.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, but now he's dead. He's just dead on the ground.
Oh, bye, Jerry.
He
I
turned
should've
back
checked
when
him.
he died.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh.
So I can't.
You can still communicate, I guess.
Oh, damn, you turned into a
Yeah.
dove, guys. Don't
So
get
what
that
can I
one.
do?
You can
Move, peck.
walk and peck.
Okay.
Next turn, you'll be rolling again to see if you turn back.
Cool.
If you fail that one, you are permanently a dove.
Cool. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna permanently a dove without rolling. I'm gonna go as far as I can go.
I think 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the doves now? It is the doves now. Okay. Don't have that many left. Okay, we'll start with the main one. The main one's going to move to get you and you in a line. You're holding the ring. So, gonna get you two in a line. Now, you both decide. Are you going to get hit by it, or are you going
I
to try to
can't
roll
get
the
hit
dodge?
by it. I need
Yeah.
a roll.
Can I
Uh-huh.
intentionally put myself in a worse position to deflect his path? I would just take the fall. Like, I'll let him put all of his momentum into me.
I will say you can do that to give her advantage on both of the rolls.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, you roll once to not take double damage.
Okay.
Okay. So you roll a dex save once. You're rolling with advantage both times. So the first one is to dodge.
So we good? 23.
Okay, so you just take regular damage.
25.
You dodge the attack. Now let's see if you fall off. Still with advantage.
25.
You do not fall off. So he like charges up and he like flaps his wings a little bit faster and faster. And then
May I do my one-liner?
yeah.
I think I found an animal inferior to giraffes.
And
That's
blasts
the
through and you step in front and like sort of tackle him off kilter and he goes into you and then like flies towards you, but the pushing slightly broke his path and he just into the wall. So you take what's the regular damage?
Go do what you must.
Do we think that any of the other doves might have any rings?
6 piercing damage.
I think it's best not to count our chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, I did have to use chicken rat eggs. They're quite an interesting point.
Maybe
Can
that's
you
why
have
they're so
that
unhappy.
the dice the dove that's furthest from me? I'm sorry, it's gonna move towards you. You're holding the ring.
flying
The other
with
one
stretching.
is going to go towards you, Thea. Okay, so the one against Thea first.
I think this solidifies it. If we're smart rats, we do it now.
10 to hit.
Missed.
Okay, against Devon. This peck against you is a 25 to hit.
Holy fuck.
If you want to try the cutting words now,
Can
you
I?
can, although I don't know if you could roll high enough, but
What's your armor class?
Nice.
13.
okay, you can roll high enough anyway. Okay, so you take
Because you only subtracted d6 from
He's
25.
just like fucking. He's still trying to do diss tracks and then not hitting. He's like,
you only take 1 point of piercing damage anyway.
What?
I rolled shit.
oh my god, Jordan.
And then the other one attacking you does a 17 hit.
Needs it, beats it.
Cutting words.
You can cutting words that.
I can.
You can cutting words that.
You could. Yeah, you're in range. You could cutting words at.
You see him turn on. He's still doing diss tracks. He's just like.
I'm beginning to feel like other rat
He's just
god.
doing more like really fast references. Like, I can't.
Tywin!
The bird just
single
goes,
fucking verse.
and yeah, you're guaranteed to make it miss.
Yeah.
He is just spitting the weirdest bars.
Roll to see how well you do anyway, but I think it's a d6.
Yeah, d6. You roll your bardic inspiration and subtract that off.
But no matter what it is, you'll succeed. In
He is just hitting the worst bars. That's
It's
a
a what?
1. That's a 1.
a 1's exactly enough. So
He just goes, bitch.
The dove just
the dove like turns its head 180 degrees and goes, "What did you call me?"
180 breaks its own
they're
neck.
they're still bopping like you were dancing in the cage and that just mistimes it.
Very nice. Okay. That is the end of the dove's turn. Back to the vows at the top of initiative. Tywin
vows.
is still continuing. He's holding the piece of paper. He's like shaking a bit. He sort of like instinctively like looks up towards Sasha, who gives him a comfortable nod, and looks up towards Teely, and Teely looks at Sasha and then looks back at him and gives their own version of a nod.
It's like that scene from The Simpsons where they're all.
And then Tywin goes, I vow to keep you safe. Not because I have to, not because you can't take care of yourself, but because I love you. And I protect the things that I love. I vow to learn to cook because you can't do it. And I'd rather we both not starve to death. There's a little bit of like chuckles among Tywin's side of the audience. I will keep these vows. I'm good at sticking to my word. I love you, Carmen. And Carmen's sort of like hardened expression is definitely a lot softer at this point, and her eyes are slightly watering.
Just like mine, ma'am.
Where's the best tree speech?
That comes at the reception.
Yeah, that's
sir.
the reception. Maybe a sequel. the
squeakle.
The squeakle will be at the reception. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that'd be so much work. Okay. Back to the top of initiative, which is Squeak. Only a few doves left.
Can I speak as a free action or like just a line or so?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Is the situation dire? Must we intervene now?
If we believe this could be the ring, we might just have to gamble on it, but maybe continue to fight them just in case there's another one somewhere.
I'm having a panic attack.
You, Olivia?
So,
No, Bree is.
as far as
I character am having a panic attack.
As far
Well, yeah,
as
I'm asking the general
plans-
consensus.
As far as plans go, even if that's not the right ring, I know who can tell us if it is. He's down there, in white and steel. All
Okay.
we have to do is get Sasha to know that it's a danger and have him check it. So I suppose the big thing's a leap of faith.
I said I was prepared to die this day. I'm happy to do it, sir.
Okay.
Just not to doves. I don't want to die to these things.
All you have to do is get over Sasha and jump. I'll make sure everything comes out happy in the end.
I can make it, sir.
Unless you get reaction attacked.
I won't be.
If I jump from rafter to rafter, that will still count as the squares movement, or like what's the go there?
I'll say it'll be 1 square fewer than whatever it is.
Okay. So 5, 15, 20. Yeah, okay. I'll make a jump.
Okay, roll acrobatics or athletics.
This is me holding the ring.
That is 13.
13. I think that just beats it. I think you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the reaction attack if it wants to attack me.
It
12,
does
yeah.
want to attack you. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Dealing 1 point of piercing damage. Jesus Christ, their beaks are weak.
I will use the hit to give me additional momentum as it hits me to go like boing 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 boing.
Mm-hmm.
And I will D&D's hard, y'all. I will make an attack against this fucker here.
Okay, roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Roll damage.
Unfortunately, I don't have any spell slots for smite, but
And it's bursting damage or whatever. Is that just a regular dove? Yeah, it is. What's your damage so far?
Huh?
What's your damage so far with max damage?
with
So-
max damage, it would be a D8 plus 12, so
Okay,
14.
so it's already going to kill the dove. So you can take that. You can take that die. and
gotta
roll.
roll
If you
it.
still want to roll the damage, you can. But
I'll do it just for shits and gigs. Why
Yeah.
not? It would have been 21 damage.
okay, yeah, great. And then roll that die.
I suppose these birds
8.
think they're scary. What with
Uh,
everything
8.
in their
Another ring. I'm joking.
Roll again.
Okay. 6.
Roll again.
Hang on, I'll tell you what to roll instead, so that we can save some time on this. I think you're going to be rolling a d. How many doves were left, including that one?
4.
So roll a d4.
You had like 2,
4.
3, 5 left?
4, you said?
Or 7?
Okay.
5, 7.
This dove splatters into a thin mist of blood. Except as it like drips onto the rafters, you realize it's not blood. It's potion fluid dripping into a puddle, and like just sits there glowing ever so slightly. So someone on their turn can use a free action to get potion of healing from this.
okay.
You do it if you want to do it.
No,
you
no,
can.
no.
It is your turn.
No, I will not.
Okay.
I'm good.
So it's just on that space where he died.
Right
Okay.
next to you.
So
There's 2 dice there next to the DM screen. Yeah, 1 there, and then another one.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fun though.
It's like
okay.
operation.
Okay. So that's your turn.
Do I have a bonus action that I could do? Let's choose 4. What actually I do? I will cast Compel Duel on Big Boy.
On Big Boy. What does he roll?
It's charisma.
I believe it's Charisma. No, it's Wisdom.
Wisdom. This wisdom's a little better. 15.
Meets beats, yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Bree.
So,
Drink the dove.
where exactly is Sasha?
I said she was in the aisle, so she's there.
So
it's basically
here,
on me.
it would be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
if I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I can make that. So I'm going to come here, free action, drink the healing
Roll
potion.
2d6 plus 2.
Because I really need it.
So how are you planning to get to Sasha? Fall. I want you to fall.
Yeah.
simplest way
Good.
possible.
Fall. I can
7. Oh, I'm
I
full
was gonna
health.
do it if you
Oh!
Wait, do you want to do it or will I? Because I was just going to go with her.
I have something.
I also
I
have
have
my
the same,
bardic
I think.
inspiration.
Feather fall.
Yeah.
I got the same thing.
I was gonna literally rip out
Okay.
a dove feather
And then-
fall.
And then here we go. Dun, dun, dun,
Parachute.
dun, dun. Alrighty, well, it's been an honor. Sasha, I'm coming down, ma'am. And I will.
As you do that, I'm going to, if it's allowed, rip a feather out of the dove and throw it and cast feather fall
Very nice.
It is your turn next.
as
So
a
you-
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you plummet downward, and then you just like suddenly a feather comes out, and that you can like grab onto.
Magic carpet.
And yeah, just suddenly like
Well, that's
you
adorable.
feel
That is.
yourself, you feel yourself
Mary Poppins,
floating
you're-
downwards. Let's just get some accuracy on like where you can float down, if you can float down directly onto her, especially since she thinks the job is done, so she's not looking for you guys anymore. Also, she's turned off rat talk, so she couldn't hear you. So
It's like, but do you know who did have rat talk on? Tywin. And he's just going,
Come on.
let's go sleight of hand for like maneuvering the feather on your way down. And it's not that high a DC.
it is a 17.
That's enough. So you float down. Where are you trying to land?
I'm gonna land, is her hair is down, you described it being down.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and land like on her shoulder and like immediately like hide in her
Yeah.
hair.
She like, as soon as you land there, she like instinctively goes, "What the fuck?" And then she like reaches back and like her fingers are like just touching you slightly. She goes, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Ma'am, the doves, they made a poison.
I'm sorry, buddy, I can't hear you. Is that?
And then I like try and move the ring like into her hand.
Is this? Make me a persuasion check with advantage because it's mostly obvious what's going on if she can figure out what.
Your slash is fucking stupid.
12.
12? That's enough. It was just to make sure you don't completely fail it.
Yeah.
So she goes, "Is this the actual ring?" Oh, okay. And she takes the ring and she opens up the box and she like picks up the other ring and she's comparing them and she goes,
I'm just gonna like try and like Solomon like
yeah, and she like she's looking at them both and she goes, "Yeah, I thought Solomon was getting a bit sloppy. Okay, you want the other ring?" Oh, okay.
Try desperately keeping it off her finger.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, can you imagine if she just reflexively gone like that?
All right. She puts the other ring in the
Oh,
box,
cool spare ring.
closes it, and goes, "Thank you." And then she like picks you up in her hand and she goes, "Where would you like to go?" Just on the floor, and she just like puts you under the pew.
and I just kinda like hide in there holding the now poisoned, knowing that it's poisoned ring.
Yeah.
And
That
just
doesn't affect rats.
yeah.
doesn't affect
And just watch.
It gives you the black plague.
Okay,
You're a super spreader.
wonderful. Thank you, Bree. Rodrigo,
I'm gonna just finish.
Finish
Old
him
mate
off!
go to try finish Old Maid off.
So as soon
I
as
love
I've,
your work!
Thank you. So after I've like ripped out the feather and thrown it, I immediately turn around with like the short sword and just try to do like a slash as I turn around.
Yep.
For a that's a 10.
10 does not hit.
Can I try again?
Second attack, yep.
Oh, this is the moment where I waste all my turns with shit rolls. I think it is.
Yeah, you slash a few times and you get some feathers off, but this one now is like a little bit stretchy, and he's just like and dodging every attack. Bless you. Okay, then Doctor Goofy.
So you're down there now, aren't you? So we hope and think that we got the right ring, and we hope and think that Sasha's going to be good enough to give it to them. Or give it
You
to
won't know until the moment the ring's put on the finger, really.
I think I'm fucking anxious. At which point it vaguely begets us to push it further, but I don't know if you said that to him because I can't hear you down there. Let me just quickly check. I'm concentrating on reduce at the moment, aren't I? Well, can I... Oh no, we need to kill the guy to get his final words, don't we?
Yes.
I need that soliloquy, which is why I'm planning to get there.
So, very much damaged.
Nothing.
Untouched.
Can I call out to this one and just be like, well, I understand you all think you're menacing, but honestly, there's very little that as a clown or a medical professional I fear. That being said, several years ago I did throw away a boomerang and I've lived in fear ever since. I reckon you should head off in the same direction, and I'll cast command and say, I'm sure there's a lovely roost over in Corona. Why don't you head there now? Can it make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay, and what's the word?
Sorry, not command, suggestion.
Oh, suggestion. Okay, wisdom
Saying,
saving.
fly back to Corona.
You will see this dove in the campaign
That
too, if
is
it fails.
13.
It fails.
Yep.
Fails.
You will see this dove.
This dove becomes.
You know, at the end of Marvel movies, like,
I don't know the way, but I'll find it. And that dove is going to start. It won't yet because it's not his turn yet, but he will start to flutter towards the window. Okay.
if that's the one with the real ring. It's really funny.
I didn't think about that. Too late.
Is that your turn?
That's and as a bonus action, I suppose I'll give out my last dice to you. Probably. Who hasn't gone yet? You haven't gone.
I'm about to turn into a bird if I fail.
And I suppose I'll give it to you.
Isn't suggestion a bonus action?
Sorry?
Isn't suggestion a bonus action?
No, it's an
I
action.
think so.
Okay, Daniel. At the top of the turn, make your check.
With an AMD6.
Oh my god, it's a roll. I'm still rolling this. Oh yeah, that's perfect. 16.
You turn back into a rat.
Woo!
Okay.
You're this far away from
Yeah.
being a dove.
What was the DC?
The DC was only 13.
Okay. I have a -1 with proficiency. Because it's a -3 overall. Right. Is there any way with movement and Misty Step that I can get to that bird? The big bird?
Absolutely. Misty Step will get you
Probably.
80% of the way.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't know how that works.
Misty steps, so 30 feet. So.
Yeah,
teleport here?
with the 30 feet, for sure.
It's just a
Direct
teleport.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 30 feet from there.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely sending it.
Hell yeah.
Same as before. Just like full raise, just like not turning into a goddamn bird.
Do it.
He's lining up for the shot.
Precise strike again, my last one. With just everything. Just sending like sharpshooter and grove muster.
I think that one's cocked.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
not.
one
It's
You
not
gotta learn
sitting
how to
Are
resolve
they
flat.
dice
both
at this
cocked?
table, Cohen.
No, I don't think they were both cocked. I think the clear one was
They're
fine.
on each other though.
Yeah, that one wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, but -2.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. The bird's turn. Well, the one it's next. He's next to you. I suppose. You know what? You've kind of trapped him in the corner. I'm going to say he can't really line up with anyone else, so he's just going to attack you.
Cool.
Just are you going to take the hits or are you going to try to dodge?
I'm gonna take a hit. You know what? Fuck this guy.
Still minus a D4.
You're just straight up taking the hit.
Yep.
Okay.
He's taking 3d10 from Hellish Rebuke.
Oh my god. He does. Well, I got a minus D4.
Holy shit. Okay.
He only does 4 piercing damage.
He takes 19 fire damage as he hits a brick wall that is me.
He's cooking this man alive.
Just pure friction.
Okay, he's still up.
Actually, +2 from Hexblade's cast, so 21.
He's still up.
Oh.
And yeah, he's on the other side. Yep, good. And the other doves, that dove will fly away. The red dove, he's just out of there. Just take him off the board. And the other one is just going to attack at Devon. It's the last
Come on,
alive
Retriever.
one.
Come on.
As in the
Come
real
on.
one. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, that is 4 points of piercing damage.
Cutting words, maybe.
Can you use cutting words on damage? I can't remember.
Yes.
Can you? Okay.
Shooting and farting.
If you can, then
Yeah, you can.
yeah, then do it.
Break it down.
One of very few abilities that reduces
Sorry?
actual straight
Yeah,
up damage.
go for it.
2.
-2, so it's only 2 damage then.
You see, like, funnily enough, he's like stops distracting to be like, "You can pick the corn clean out of my shit." That's all he's-
Yo.
Jesus.
Somehow taking a playbook at a laugh is more than part.
Wonderful. Yeah, so you only take 2 piercing damage then. And that is I think that's all the doves. So back to the vows. It's now like Carmen now is just like looking around, and then Tywin goes, "It's your turn." Carmen goes, "Oh, Tywin, I'm not very good at this talking thing, and I didn't write anything down because I kept getting mad at myself whenever I did. Nothing that a dumbass like me could say would ever make it clear how much I love you. But I vow to try. Every day, I vow to try and find the words and the actions that express that love back to you." And that's the first half of her vows. So we're coming towards the end of the vows. As we go to the top again, which is
Squeak.
Squeak. Only 2 doves remain. One's big dove, one's small dove.
Okay. I will use Harness Divine Power as a bonus action to regain a spell slot.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go 5, 10. Is this crossing a gap or is this like? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in which case I'll make
2 gaps.
I'll make two checks.
Okay. Go for it. Check 1.
I assume this succeeds. It's already an 18 naturally.
Check 2.
Do this one. That will be a 11.
I think 11 might
fails.
be a fail.
It's DC
So you
12.
still got a inspiration
Yeah,
for
it's
me?
a.
You do have
I do have one, I think.
If you want to use your inspiration, you can.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you succeed.
If someone could roll some more natural ones, that'd be great. I need my points back.
I'm gonna roll everything but a natural one, including 2, 3, 4, 5, whichever he rolled today.
Okay, and then I will go for a hit.
Go for it.
I believe that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And then I'll pump him with a Divine Smite.
Okay.
So it's a D8 plus 2D8 plus D4 plus 2. So first D8, then a D4 plus 2 plus 2D8. $19 points of damage, some of that radiant.
How do you want to do this?
I would like to. I would like to build up momentum. And then I'll chuck my Ritz Cracker Shield at him, just to daze him a little.
Like a Captain America shield?
Yeah. Or just daze him a little with the Ritz Cracker, and as he's like swiping it out of his face and recovering from that, I will, because he's up against a wall here, jump at him and drive the toothpick into the wall behind him through
Nice.
the head.
It skewers it. Can you roll a d6 for the random effect?
2.
2. As you skewer through. I'm just trying to figure out if this one's going to affect you. I'll say you'll get advantage on this save, but as you skewer through this dove, you like basically pin him to the wall. You see him spit out this blood as he like grows back to normal size, and there's just like these tears in his eyes that are just like dripping down into the congregation below, and it just like this pain in his eyes, and this like you truly understand that you've ended a life here, and seeing the way this creature reacts to it makes it clear how much you've cut short and how much he truly believed himself to be the chosen bird.
Your plan will not take flight.
Can you roll me a charisma saving throw with advantage? Because this is based on feelings and you don't have that many of them, but I'll still get you to roll.
26.
Okay, you are more than fine. You don't feel anything for this bird. If you had failed it, you would have felt incredibly traumatized by the death of this bird, and it would have stuck with you for a while. But you're not traumatized. Doesn't matter. The bird was a dick.
That is true.
This is a fact.
Wonderful. Well, that's your turn. There's only one bird left. It is time for Bree. Is there anything you're doing while you're down there? You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
I'm gonna ready an action to potentially make my way over to maybe where people are standing up the front in case I need to
dash and do something big.
dash
Like if we found
and-
the next ring in that.
Yeah, dash and actually need to like grab the ring to
Be
give
prepared.
to Tywin.
Get
Yeah.
for a last minute plan.
Yeah.
Understood. Good. Rodrigo.
You can finish this.
Crossbow.
Finish him.
Oh, it's blank, isn't it? It's point blank if I use my crossbow, right?
Yeah, but you're a Tywin, right? You don't have to disadvantage it.
Tywin follows the rules, remember?
Short sword. Oh. Are you sure?
You can crossbow if you want.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How about an 18?
18
Yes.
hits. Roll damage.
That would be 4.
4 points of damage total.
Mhm.
He's not quite dead. Whack him.
I'm going to short sword.
Yep,
That is in 23.
that hits. Get him. I don't think you can do low enough damage, but roll anyway.
It's just a d6, you don't get a bonus for it.
Unless
That's
it's
a 3.
negative.
3 plus 5.
Yep, that will do it.
I had a way I flavored it in my
Do
head
it.
for a second. You watch as Rodrigo loads it up and just aims for the head and shoots. And obviously, it must not have killed him. So he's kind of still alive and I guess flopping about or whatever. And just out of pity, sadness, guilt, something. There's a look in Rodrigo's eyes for this one in particular. He just draws out his short sword and just goes for the neck. Whether he cuts his head off or just slashes his throat, doesn't matter. He's,
Very nice.
Very nice.
what's done is done.
Can you roll me a D6 as well?
There's 2 D8s there.
As a 5.
A 5? Okay. This dove, as gurgling blood, wraps its wings around you and tries to dive bomb off of the thing as it dies. So can you roll me a strength save to try not to be pulled off?
Could that be perhaps Could that perhaps be a dexterity saving
No,
throw?
it
Could
cannot.
that perhaps be constitution? Could that perhaps? That's an 18.
You're fine. So he tries to pull you off, and what do you do to stop
Give me
yourself
that.
from being pulled off?
I'm just going to. You know what? Rat tornado. I'm going to use levitate, and as he pulls me off, there's an artificial gust of wind as I kind of just blow out of his grasp, and you just see me kind of spinning in the air like a tornado. I'm just
Amazing. So he falls off and he watches you're just floating right next to the rafters.
This is so unnecessary, but can I minor illusion rats so it's like a massive rat tornado?
Yes, you can.
I
Yes,
wanna
you
see
absolutely
a
can.
sudden swarm tornado of rushes.
Just like Tywin for it.
He's just like me for real.
No, Ratnigo.
All right. Is that all of the doves?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Well,
Except for one who's still in
if
flight.
all of the doves are dead, and one is escaped, then the vows will continue. Tywin, I've vowed to keep you safe. And Tywin goes, now you're just copying mine. And Carmen puts her hand over his mouth and goes, will you shut up? You had your time, dickhead. I vow to keep you safe because I have to, because you're weak as shit. And also so that you don't have to hold that burden. You've had enough for a lifetime, Tywin. I vow to lift that burden a little every single day, and even though she doesn't need it, I vow to be loving and protecting to the other woman in your life you care about. And she looks over at Sasha and gives her a wink. I love you, Tap. Are you fucking crying? And Tywin goes, yeah, man, it's my fucking wedding and my wife is being all sweet and shit.
Do you need a tissue?
Is that
Anya.
you, Anya?
I just chuckle. Like,
Thank you. My wife is being so sweet. And Carmen just goes like, I'm not your wife yet, you crybaby. It's still time to call this off. Anyway, I love you. And there's a silence, and then they finish up their vows. And Solomon, you can call for the rings.
Yes. Please present the rings.
Sasha walks up to the front, and now she looks a little bit nervous because she just had the ring swapped out twice. But she just looks up and she kisses Tywin on the cheek, and then opens up the box of rings. And Carmen takes out Tywin's ring and gives him a smile and slips it on his finger. And then Tywin picks up Carmen's ring, looks at her and goes, I love you, and slips on her ring. And then Solomon says,
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
the two of them kiss, and the crowd applauds. It's a magical, incredible moment, and you guys are watching with suspense of like, did we do it? And you watch, and the dove still impaled against the wall was like looking down, and he's like, no, it should have worked. But we switched it back. This is not to be. This is I was the. My entire life, I knew I was the bird. It was me. I was the bird. I was born into this world and knew I was special. I could fly higher than all the other birds. I'm a bird of peace and harmony. I was with Tywin. I was flying that day. And then the boat hit me. And I hurt my wing. He shot at me and he hurt my wing and I could never fly as high. It wasn't fair. I tried. I tried to get that high again and I couldn't. But I know I'm special. I'm the special bird. I'm the chosen bird. It has to be me. It can't be anyone else. And then you just see these tears streaming down his face. Below, you can see as they're pulling away from the kiss and like looking at each other with love, and Carmen like looks up at the rest of the crowd and she like, as they're like oohing and ahhing, she like waves them off. And you can see Tywin like looking back towards Tealy and leaning towards Tealy and going, listen, man, I'm just so thankful for you being here. I mean, if I didn't have anyone to talk to, I think I would have freaked out, and you just thank you for being here for me. And he like wraps his arms around Tealy, and you can just see tears streaming down Tywin's face as he's holding on to Tealy closely and like burying his head And he goes, I care about you so much, Sparrow. And the bird looking down goes, Sparrow, the chosen bird. It was never me. It wasn't. And you just watch the dove's head fall. And there's still applause among the audience. And you all watch from the rafters. And you see Tywin giving the biggest grin, tear-stained face, giving the biggest grin to the rest of the audience, and the most loving look towards his new wife. As you guys have successfully saved Tywin's wedding from utter disaster, you watch as a very injured man with bandages wrapped around his head, a small halfling, carries out this cake, this 6-layer cake, and places it on the table. And people start going, wow, that's a really good cake. And he goes, I don't know what came over me. I guess I don't remember doing it. Yeah. And everyone digs into the cake. You watch the Wandering Stars are all together. They're all chatting. They're all laughing. And you did it. That brings an end to Tywin's Rat Pack one-shot. You can clap now if you want.
Okay.
Hi, Rat Pack.
Until you said you've done it, you've saved Tywin's wedding, I was still waiting for that, and then she starts to sing it.
Tywin turns back, and then it's all gone to shit.
Also, the fact I presume you planned it, but tying it in with the Tealy being the chosen bird from the start. I was gonna say, I was like, that's what you get for being fucking bigger than all the rest.
Yeah, this is
makes
just the Enriya and Bully.
He put all of his eggs in one basket.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing my humble little one-shot. And I'm honored that was the last one-shot we do officially before we start campaign 2.
Less than 1 month till campaign 2.
Only a few weeks away.
If all goes to plan, 18th of February is our first session.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so crazy and exciting. So make sure to tune in for that. But before that, we have a recommendation for a board or video game.
Oh, I hope it's not on there because it's been a game forever.
Uh-oh, buddy, watch out. Olivia's got a gun.
I know.
Yeah. She'll fuck you up.
Well, AGDQ was recently, and I watched the Star Fox 64 speedrun.
Yeah, that's safe.
No one said Star Fox. You're good.
Good.
So the entire Star Fox franchise is now off the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Star Fox
game.
64. Why do you recommend that?
Oh, it just looks so fun. Like the speedrun was really good. Speedrun was really cute. I'd recommend also watching the speedrun. If you want to just have a look at the game, the guy who plays it he's insane. He's so good. But yeah, it's really good, really cute.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to follow us on all our social media, Dice Rev DND. You can see it all at the bottom of the screen. And subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow our Twitch account because we're moving into campaign 2. It's going to be the best campaign you've ever seen in your life. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.